I don't mind walking. My character is high body. He's a bit older than the kids at this school, so he probably in elementary school bus stops are very frequent, so they won't make small children walk very far. But in middle school and high school, bus stops are less frequent because they expect that older kids will be able to walk further and also be safer rather than have like 5-year-olds walking around town to go to their bus stops. So anyway, my character might walk some days, takes the bus others. Today he's probably taking the bus.
All right. And is it like just one bus, or would it be multiple buses? Sorry, I'm asking these questions because I don't.
This town is pretty small, but it would probably be like 4 buses going each direction.
All right.
From the school.
So yeah, so you get on the bus, and there's a few giggles from some of the kids who obviously laughing at the fact that you've been held back a year. I don't know if that's considered cool or what, but I can't assume. I'm gonna just have to assume it's not that cool.
There's definitely some judgment. There's definitely some. Oh, that guy's a troublemaker because he got held back. There's definitely a lot of judgment from the other kids.
I almost feel like you probably would have some punk cred for doing it, though, in a way.
There isn't much of a punk community in middle school, though.
Well, yeah, no, but like you would kind of like amp yourself up or something over it, right? Like,
oh yeah, I would feel totally like defiant and self-righteous about this. Definitely.
Because here in the UK, we don't get held back at all. We just, if you foul, you just keep going and constantly foul, and then eventually you fuck up all your grades.
Jesus.
And end up in a dead end school.
What happens here is you can fail up to 3 grades because if you're 21 and still in high school, they will kick you out of high school and make you get a GED in a lot of states. So if you're held back like 3 grades, that's when you will have a definite problem.
Yeah, you can be held back. So just remember, there will be mistakes because I don't know the school system in America.
Yeah, that's fine.
So there will be mistakes, and there may be like bits that are very English that aren't very American, but just forgive it and just go with it. All right.
This is an alternative 80s anyway, James. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive at so there's some laughter from giggles towards you from like some of the children on the bus itself, like the ones who like who are who probably know of you and know that you've been held back a year. You probably, on the way there, you probably encountered people that should be, the grade that you should be in, pointing at you and stuff like that.
On the bus, there's probably a moment where somebody points and says something as he walks by, and he definitely just gets in their face. He's kind of large and a little bit strong, and being an older kid, he's probably much larger anyway. But he definitely gets in somebody's face and implies that he will kick the shit out of them if they treat him that way. And then he just goes and sits down. Like, it's totally fine.
Do you sit at the back of the bus? Is that where the cool kids hang out?
That is, in fact, where the cool kids hang out.
It's also where the troublemakers hang out. So I probably end up sitting with a bunch of people that I don't necessarily want to hang around with.
Yeah.
But due to circumstances, we're together.
All right. And eventually you arrive at the school.
The school that I'm so familiar with. I probably just walk straight to my classroom while all the other kids are confused and excited. I just sit down in silence.
I do have another question. So in junior high, do you go to classes, or is it like you have one teacher that teaches all the classes?
There's different classrooms. You go to between 4 and 8 classes a day.
Because we weren't sure. And is there like a reception, like where they go, like registrar, or we call it registration in England, where they go through like, they call out the names and you got to go, I'm here, and then if you're not there, they mark down that you're not there.
Attendance?
Well, they do that. Every class has to do that.
You have like a homeroom in the morning?
Yeah. Okay, so and you'd have one. Would you have the same tutor throughout that?
You mean tutor?
Okay.
No.
I'm just pronouncing it tutor, but sure.
Explain what you mean, James.
Yeah.
One teacher that's your form tutor, basically, your class tutor, the one that looks after the class during like home break or whatever it's called,
Homeroom?
homeroom, yeah.
The way it generally works, not every school does this around the U.S., but it's pretty common. There will be a home room, which is a class you go to where typically it's just study time, and that teacher is kind of in charge of those kids, period. So if there's an emergency or something, you meet up with your homeroom classmates and your homeroom teacher. Um, Half the time it'll just be study time where you go there and you can just do homework, and the other half of the time, that's when assemblies happen, is during the homeroom period. Also, it's where the school would teach you things like sex ed or things like that would happen during your homeroom period, because it's stuff that's not really assigned to another class.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Canadian school is a bit different, but it's still kind of similar to that. Like we wouldn't have a homeroom period per se. It would just be like time before school starts would be your homeroom.
When
'Cause
I
I
had
had, like-
homeroom in middle school, it was a class.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Canadian schools, us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Right. So yeah, so you head straight to your home class,
Homeroom.
homeroom,
Mhm,
and I'm just gonna. My assumption is it's the. So Alfie and Nick are probably in the same class. So is Tiffany, but Tiffany's in the background. Ricky has been. He's achieved a scholarship, so he's gone to like a sports school to get like training, proper training for his football.
He's gone to a prep school.
In fact,
Yes.
That's what we would call it.
yeah. But yeah, so obviously Nick and Alfie perhaps meet up before school or just before the school bell rings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we meet up and exchange a lot. So, how about Mirror World? TV Land thing.
You know that mirror still has eyes in it.
What? Why do you have a piece?
Why wouldn't I have a piece? It's awesome.
Why would you still look at it? Wait, tell me you don't have it out in the open.
No, it's in my trunk at home.
Okay. I would wrap it. Do you keep it wrapped up?
Oh yeah. No, it's wrapped up in like a piece of cloth.
Oh, okay. But you just look at it and it's still got somebody staring at you?
Oh yeah, it's seriously like the weirdest thing ever.
I feel like you should lock your trunk. I don't like it at all. That just creeps me the hell out.
I mean, that's if there's not proof that there's something other than I don't know what the science is behind this, but it's there's a whole other places out there.
I know it's just weird. It's just
Awesome.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it.
Maybe that's
don't
what
like it
happened
at
to my
all.
dad. Could be what happened to my dad.
I mean, it could be. Maybe. We'd have to see.
Figure
But
it out.
yeah, we're gonna have to dive deeper into that place, aren't we? I didn't like it at all.
I mean, don't you want to know how like, it was clear that the mirror thing was a computer, or at least it looked like it was a computer. Don't you want to understand how that works?
Yeah, yes and no, because there's so many weird things that could go on there. It's just,
So you two sort of walk, I assume you're sort of like walking to class for this.
Oh, yeah,
this chat.
yeah.
And you walk into the class, and you know there's no one else in class at the moment. It's just one kid who looks kind of much older than you lot. Looks kind of Hispanic or Italian.
Hispanic or Italian. Wow.
Definitely greased back hair, a bit pale, wearing like spike bracelets and a black skull t-shirt, something punk like that. Kind of torn up jeans with a bunch of chains and stuff. Combat boots. Has just a backpack that obviously has nothing in it. He's one of those kind of kids. Probably sitting looking pissed off at everybody.
I probably am too excited to notice now that Nick has started talking to me about the other world. I'm probably like, Nick, don't you want to plug your computer into that?
I want to know, but at the same time, I don't want the fucking creepy things coming at me.
We don't have to say Bloody Mary or anything.
True.
Stay on this side.
I mean, but what if we figure it out and they are able to come through another type of glass?
So, Corvin, they're talking about Bloody Mary right in front of you. They're not being quiet about it.
I think it's kind of weird. But I'm not saying anything. I might be staring pretty hard at them occasionally and not hiding it because I think that's fucked up what they're talking about.
Look, we had to go save. What the fuck was his name? Nick? No, that's me. The fuck was his name? Sorry, Nick is like my go-to default name for some things.
It was
Andy?
It was Andy,
No.
Yeah, it was Andy.
We had to go save Andy, but we saved all those other people. But at the same time, it was terrifying over there.
Did you guys save anybody that would be going to our school? Any young people of our age?
Maybe?
I would imagine Andy's older.
Yeah, Andy would be the same age as Ricky.
I know that there were a bunch of adults that we saved that just were kind of like, well, we don't know what happened. We must have been unconscious or something.
Yeah, we just took a nap.
It was all a bad dream. I don't know. Like, James, were there any other kids from like our class that were there?
No, there wasn't. But obviously, if you paid any attention to any of the local news at all, you would have heard like about a dozen or so missing people from over the years have all turned up at once.
I definitely heard about that at the music store because there's a lot of gossip that happens there.
Nick, what if there's more than one of these things?
There probably is.
Well, then don't you want to know how it works?
I mean, are they all connected?
So kids keep sort of coming in, and eventually the lesson bell rings. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously your teacher walks in. Your teacher is called Mr. Harris is your teacher. Your home study teacher. He's also going to be your English teacher for the year as well.
Mm.
I did a whole like faculty thing.
That's good though. I like it,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Harris.
I probably have had Mr. Harris before.
Yeah. He's wearing his English as well, so he's actually English.
The English guy's teaching English?
Yeah, and he's wearing like a.
That's racist.
Yeah.
He's
Actually, my English teacher was Mr. Baxter. He was Welsh, so like, I find it hilarious.
So he's wearing like he's got like a tweed jacket on with elbow like the elbow. What?
The elbow.
He's just a cliche of a person, James. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It seriously is perfectly fine. It's just cartoonish.
Yeah, he's got the elbow pads, and yeah, he comes in. He writes his name on the blackboard.
Yes, it would be a
Yeah.
blackboard.
Mister, I don't know if you've had him throughout your entire time at junior high. I don't know if it'd be the same teacher every year who you'd have for
No.
home lesson or whatever.
It'd be a different homeroom teacher, a
Okay.
different homeroom every year.
Because in England, our
Yeah.
form tutor we have throughout, unless they leave, we have them throughout that entire, as for senior
Yeah,
school.
and that's the way it is in Canada, or at least like where I went to school. I mean, every province is different too. So
I never had it like that in any of the
Um,
places I lived.
You know, he's a
Yeah.
bit of a Corvin. If you've already had him, you know he's a bit of a ball ache teacher. He's
Bit of
he's
what?
he's a teacher that takes no nonsense or no shit.
That means that he and I have probably butted heads a bit in the past.
Yeah. He sees you. Would you be sitting at the back or the front or what?
Probably the back.
He points at you and goes to the front, Corbin.
I probably pick up my stuff like really dramatically, walk over, and then I slam my shit on the desk so hard, and I throw myself into this tiny chair for people that are smaller than me.
Not much smaller. I mean, they're only a year behind you.
I'm a big dude to begin with, and I'm a year older now.
He's probably like, do you want to do that again?
I look at it. Maybe I will. And I start to get up again.
Do it properly.
yeah,
this
Alfie
time.
is definitely watching at this time. Like
I-
you've made so much noise and drawn so much attention that he's just like,
You got to watch.
yeah.
Corbin gets up as gingerly and slowly as possible and picks his backpack up off the desk, puts it very gingerly next to the chair where it's supposed to go, and then very quietly sits back down over the course of like an entire minute.
I mean, there's probably rumors about like this teacher, like the fact he may have punched a kid or something. I don't know. You know how rumors start, or he's locked him in his storage room or bollocks like that, which probably isn't true at all, but it somehow gets out. Like sometimes you get like when I was at school, there's like, oh yeah, this teacher had a mental breakdown.
Oh, jeez.
I never saw it happen.
There was definitely a lot of drama in my high school faculty. It got very juicy and very wrong.
Yes.
So I know exactly the kind of stuff you're talking about, James.
And he starts sort of like reading through the registrar, I guess, calling out names. Tiffany's not there. Tiffany, from what you guys have heard, she's come down with some sort of bug of some sort, so she's not here for the first day of school.
It happens. It's okay.
Her
As,
hippie parents probably tried to, cure her with homeopathy or something.
As the teacher would be calling out the roll, as we say in America, if he has a note that someone is sick, he will usually call out the name, and then when he sees they're not there, then he will refer to his sick kid notes, and then, okay, so and so is sick, and then mark that off. He'll say that out loud. That's how the system goes.
Okay.
And then he'll go on with the roll call.
All right. Okay. He does that. Yeah. So it's Tiffany.
So
Miller.
we would know immediately that she's sick because of
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, children. Is this the time when assembly would take place as well? Is this when like school assemblies would be taking place?
If there is an assembly, it would happen during homeroom. So
Okay. So it's
there's
like,
probably roll call and then like 15 minutes extra for anyone that's late to show up, and then the assembly would start.
all right. Okay, so he's. I don't know what you do in homeschool, but yeah, you got like. He says like after he's finished the registrar, he's like, or roll call or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Roll call.
He's like, okay, so we've got an assembly in about 10 minutes. If you like to do whatever, I don't know what they do. I mean,
You usually just leave your stuff, pack up, and start heading over.
all right.
Well, during those 10 minutes, he might be like trying to learn everyone's names and be
Yeah.
calling out names and practicing.
All right,
That's the
so
thing
we'll-
that happens a lot on the first day.
Okay, we're going to cut scene. We're going to jump straight to assembly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so it's a new principal, head teacher, whatever you want to fucking call it.
Principal.
Principal.
He's new for the, he started like this year. It's his first year as principal for the school. His name is Mr. Sinclair. And you're all sitting on the bleachers in the gym, and he's got like a little stand thing that you can stand
Podium?
on. Podium, that's the word. With a thing where you put note cards on and a
A
microphone.
lectern.
Yep, one of them. And he's like, so good morning, children.
Good.
Hello, children.
Welcome
Hello,
to
Jim.
Watchers of Illusion.
Pro free.
Here's a dungeon dose of genuine adventuring.
What is? Oh God. I missed that. Fuck.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the
Thank you
follow.
for the follow.
And he's like, well, hello, children. I assume he would use the word children.
Yes.
So he's like, so we've got a very important announcement today. You can see, like, behind him, there's two people with, like, lab coats on, I think, maybe. Kind of geeky. Now, we've got a special guest this week. We've got two of the computer science engineers from God, what's it called? What was the thing I called it? Jesus. Accidentally deleted the note where I put the name on it. I called it bollocks.
Called it bollocks.
I did call it bollocks.
Students, we have some bollocks today.
You probably don't even know what that means. Pro is Pro 33 OYUNCU. How the hell do you know Proso?
Just say pro.
Yeah.
Say
thanks,
pro.
thanks for the follow, Pro. I can't figure out the rest of the bits at the end.
James likes to do this. He likes to figure out people's names.
Well, I had penis the other day.
You had penis the other day. Good for you, James.
Yeah,
Good for you, James.
Yeah.
No, I mean someone came on with a name called penis. I'm
Yeah,
sure of it.
we do realize that. We do know what you mean.
Yeah, I just assumed you think I had penis.
Let's move on, James.
Yeah, it's called I think it's called Cray Mac 3.
What is called Craymac 3?
Shit. Just a quote saying I had penis.
Thank you for clipping that.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
So, fuck. I
This is like middle school right now. Perfect.
completely lost my train of thought. So yeah, he's like, it's a. So basically, he says, it's a computer that's designed to play chess against people.
Ooh.
So what? If I let these two, Professor London and Professor Samuels, if I let them introduce themselves and tell you a bit about it. So he steps down and they step up, and there's obviously little applause from some of the kids, whatever. And they're like, "Hello, children. So yes, so we've brought our computer, and there's like this really high-tech computer, like on wheels.
It's on wheels.
Of course, it's on wheels. and they're like, yeah. So this computer has been designed to try and beat chess masters at chess. Basically, that's the plan. The plan is to beat play against human opponents with in chess and try and beat them. But obviously, we need to like test it, get it, make sure it's all working. That is where you children all come in. If you're interested, you can put your name on the board at the end of the lesson, and you can join the chess class, play the chess. Whoever's the best at chess. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a giant chessboard in the play field, and have the computer outside. And basically, some of you will be picked to play the pieces on the board, and some of you will be picked to play, be the actual like overseers of the actual chess game itself against the computer. I mean, Nick's probably like, ooh, like this is like really advanced, like computer.
Yes, I'm like already wanting to go sign up. I want it.
When is this chess game happening?
End of the week on Friday.
And did he say what time of day?
Probably near the end of the day. I think he said. Probably after lunch. After lunch on Friday.
Okay.
So if I could see a raise of hands for anyone who's actually interested in joining.
I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, I'll raise mine.
I'll look over at Alfie. Okay.
Well, I don't care about chess, but I want to play with the robot.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not a robot, it's a computer.
And so, regardless, he wants to mess with it.
It's fascinating. It's a big thinky thing on wheels that I want to get closer to. I know I'm going to be garbage at chess, though.
So the assembly sort of winds down. There's a few people like laughing at the kids that are sort of like queuing up to like sign up. Nick, you recognise one of them as
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion. Here's a
Duke
dungeon dose of genuine adventuring.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, there is quite a line. One of the people that you recognise is Abby. Abby Burton. She's a bit of a computer genius. She's sort of she's not a rival, but she's sort of a rival to you, Nick. In the fact that her knowledge of computers is almost probably equivalent to yours, but from a different aspect, maybe.
Let's see who wins, Abby. Let's see who wins.
Which is like, aren't you really excited? This is amazing.
Absolutely, I'm excited.
I'd love to see like the programming language that they used.
Sorry. No. I bet you it's probably nothing we've seen before.
Yeah, it's probably completely custom.
Oh yeah, it's going to be intense. I cannot wait to see.
She's like someone that's never ill from school. She's always there, and she's always in like computer classes with you and stuff like that. And it's sort of a healthy
rivalry
rather than like an unhealthy rivalry that you've got going.
I'll end you.
You've got a Commodore 64, and she's got, what year is it?
1984.
No, it's 87. When did the Amiga come out?
No clue.
That's a Wikipedia question.
That is a Wikipedia question, if I ever heard a question.
Released October 1987.
85.
Is that just the normal Amiga?
Oh.
The Amiga 500 was 1987.
Over though, yes, it's about a month. She's like, my parents have ordered me one of those Commodore Amigas that are coming out next month. Well, the month after, in October.
Ooh. I like that. I'm jealous. I kind of want to see it. Yeah, tell me how it is.
It uses floppy disks.
No way.
Instead of and then the small one, the small compact ones, not the big floppy disks.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, way. I mean, I understand that your family's not rich as as rich as my family, but obviously my Commodore 64 already uses the big floppies, but imagine getting the smaller floppies.
It's gonna be insane.
I know,
You're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them.
Oh no, I'll be really secure about it. But the graphics look amazing on it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Alfie's just standing in line next to Nick and giving Abby the stink eye. Like he just does not like her at all.
Wow.
You back off. No.
Is Corvin signing up, or is he not interested in this sort of thing?
Corbin is not signing up, but he's going to be there.
Okay, cool. All right. And yeah, with that, she puts her name down and disappears.
Like in a puff of smoke.
In
you vanish.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll end that scene there. So, we're going to take a 5-10 minute break, as it's about an hour since we started, and then we'll be back with part 2. I'm going to have to do a cheap ass intermission thing, because I didn't get a chance to get the intermission sign set up properly. So if I just add some text. Ugh. If I just put intermission. What's that? Dog.
Does sound like a dog.
There's a dog. The neighbor's fucking dog that, I hate it. I hate it. So it barks at the fucking wind.
Text are used for this.
Just use Comic Sans. Everybody loves Comic Sans.
Mm-hmm. Bright yellow. Bright yellow.
Yeah.
Shit.
What?
All right, so we're going to go for a break. I'll just re-add the text again. So, we'll be back in shortly.
Yeah. Back in a second.
And shut up, Scopes.
Good job, Scopes.
Thanks for the 100 bits, J-Will. Most appreciated.
I'm going to stretch.
I'm going to
sit back
for a bit. I'm going to sit here for a bit by myself. All by myself. The only reason I haven't got intermission set up is because I haven't got the window sorted out for actually I could do it right now actually. Do it. Where's the intermission? Let's quickly get this sorted and then we can use it. Yes. Yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. That's 10 quid. Who's left their fucking mic open? Right, let's mute everyone. Mute. Hello? No. Mute. Hello? There we go. Right, I need the intermission stuff for Brewster because I need to replace the vigilance sign. Save it as, oh fuck's sake, did I save it as a PNG? more noob than you. Thank you for the follow and welcome to, welcome adventurer. Welcome to the party. It will come up with some. There we go. Okay.
Welcome, watchers of illusion. Here's a dungeon dose of genuine adventuring.
Oh, thank you. Thought I was already following you. That's alright. It happens. Sometimes Twitch does that for some fucking reason. Just give me a second while I go to scene 4. Let me just change all of this around. I'm using my let's add an image. Got media file. Go, and then grab all of these, copy them, paste them, drag them all down. Right, that's some of it done. And then what else do I need? So I'm doing this on the fly. Well, I'm pretty much ready. Of course I'm ready. As you can see, there's a space right here for a camera. But yeah, as soon as you've done your character, J-Wall, I need your character's name and your character's surname, because otherwise it will look weird. What else do I need to add? All of this bollocks. Get rid of that. Okay, add all that. Why does it get creepier?
What gets creepier?
Scope's saying that the follow alerts gets creepier every time.
Oh.
I think it's brilliant, but then you probably didn't grow up in the 80s in the UK.
What are you using for like a noise or?
It's from a TV show from the 80s, early 90s called Nightmare, which was a kids thing.
Now I'll Google that.
And it's basically Traeger. Best intro ever, I think.
The 8th series of it.
I even did not a remake, but a special, and it had Stuart Ashens and Emma Blackberry and other people in it. They did a few years ago for YouTube. I had to mute you, Claytor. I had to mute you because you was feedbacking with a massive echo, so you might want to unmute yourself.
I realize what had happened now. I put my headset down next to the mic. So that was my bad.
That's right. What are you eating? Tic Tacs. I did think so.
That's why I was like, are you inhaling Tic Tacs?
You can't eat just one.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't buy things like Tic Tacs and gum. I buy gum and it lasts for like a few days at most. It's like, wow.
Is your internet playing up, Potato?
Is mine?
Yeah, your
not that I
videos-
know of.
Your video is very stoppy compared to everyone else.
As far as I know, there's nothing going on. Hook my husband and see if he's doing anything or something.
The reason why I eat Tic Tacs is because this container can hold 3 sets of dice. It's the only reason. No, standard size dice. That holds 3 sets, and I love it.
You need to carry a lot of dice.
I think there's a difference between need to and want to.
This is the reject one. Oh wait, no, this is the whiskey stones. This is the reject one, which is even more full. This is like my other stack, and then I still have more. I buy lots of dice.
I have like 1,000 dice, but I've been buying precision cut dice,
Ooh.
which
Yeah,
have perfectly shaped so that they roll perfectly evenly, whereas most Chessex dice and similar brands are tumbled, so they're not even, and their cores are also unbalanced. Precision cut are perfectly rolling; they're casino quality.
They're hard to get.
Yeah, they used to be common, but the guy that made a lot of them were, well, he retired and sold his company to a bigger dice company, and they don't make as many as he had.
Yeah, I've got a set. I've got a set of them.
Chable's calling you a nerd, by the way, Rooster.
I'm a long-time tabletop guy. Call me whatever the fuck you want, motherfucker. You should have been here, Jay Wall.
I saw a review from somebody, and they're like, these dice roll unevenly on a carpet. Well, there's your fucking problem.
You can do, there's scientific experiments you can do to prove if your dice have unbalanced cores or if they're tumbled in a way that makes them really uneven. There's videos on that on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, he did 500 rolls on a hard surface, 500 rolls on a soft surface.
See, that's so time consuming. You don't have to do that. There's simpler experiments.
Yeah, because it has to do with the way it's weighted, not anything else, really.
Yeah.
Right, we ready
Also,
to go back? I managed to quickly throw up a intermission screen.
Yes. Sorry if my internet's shit. I have no idea if it's
The
why
audio's fine. It's just the video is very like.
It's 80s conference call level, not really.
Yeah, the only thing I could I can reconnect to the call or something, but that'll probably mess up everything else.
Well, no, you're last, so you'll be last on. You won't mess up anything if you reconnect.
Well, then maybe I'll do that just very quickly before we get going again.
All right.
Yeah.
Boop. All right. Hopefully that's better.
Find
It's
out.
not. I have no idea what I can do to make it not.
All right, we'll head back to part 2. Bam. Not much changes, just the overlay. Look at that.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to jump to the next scene, which is the lunchtime sort of like first meet up of the chess club.
Okay.
So, do any of your would any of you not know how to play chess, or would you all be completely like like unsure of how chess actually works?
I would know how.
All
I'm a
right.
computer nerd.
What
I
about you,
would-
Alf?
I would probably know how, but I'm not any good at it.
Yeah, I would say probably the same. Is
Okay.
that I know how, but I'm not. It's nothing that I'm good at. It's something that I play regularly. I'm sure probably most of the times I've played it is like Nick probably has a chessboard and we're bored and wanting to do something. So we play chess and then he kicks my ass. Because he's just way too good at it, but it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what to do.
All right, so my assumption is that because Corvin didn't sign up, so he probably wouldn't be at the chess club. He's probably off doing something cool.
You said it was going to be outside, right? At the in the field during lunch.
Well,
The end of the week.
well, yeah, the actual like competition thing will be, but
Oh, so this is the same day.
This will be the same day. This will be like people, like a sudden influx of people joining the chess club.
It's like qualifying rounds.
Yeah, but it's just at first it's just people warming up, learning how to play chess and stuff like that. So Nick, you're quite good at chess. So you're stuck with a kid who doesn't really know how to play chess. So you're sort of like being forced to teach him how to play chess. His name's Barry, and he's one of them smelly kids.
Oh, Barry, why? Why you do this to me, Barry?
So he's like, so how do we play this?
Okay, so you start off, here's the night, and I start explaining the basic set pieces and the basic strategy and the overall goal of the game. Being in depth as I can be.
He's like, I want to be white.
Okay. White goes first.
So he sort of moves one piece forward by what he moves the pawn one square in front.
Okay. Then I'll move a knight. I'm having to think about chess now, so I'm focusing. Like I'm playing mental chess. Like that's some of the funnest things is mental chess and mental magic and mental thought
You're
processes. I am. So I'll move the knight. Yeah.
Just gonna have a look because this might be comprehend. Calculate, I reckon.
Calculate, I would say.
It sounds right.
That sounds right.
Do you want to give me a calculate roll? I'm going to give you one dice bonus because this kid's never played chess before, unless you're like allowing him to win.
Nope.
Okay.
Take no prisoners. Jesus Christ! Take no prisoners, indeed.
Okay, you absolutely trounce him in about 5 or 6 moves.
Hi.
All he's moved is pawns.
Yeah, all he's moved is pawns. Oh, well, that was quick, wasn't it?
Yep. You could try again if you'd like.
Okay. He brings everything back. That's out the board, and if you want to give us another calculate, well, yeah, just give us another calculate roll, please.
Okay. One success. Give me a second.
Okay. Alfie, what are you doing?
Playing chess probably. Although, is the computer in the room?
No.
Yeah, I guess I'm playing chess.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Are any of the like professors or doctors in the room?
Yeah, they're just sort of walking around, watching people play chess, marking things on a ball on their on a noteboard thing, notepad.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely want to try and like getting good so I can at least get to see the computer or something. So
Do you want to give me a calculate roll then, please?
most definitely.
So Nick, you trounce him, but you don't trounce him as thoroughly. You don't like absolutely destroy him like you did in the first one.
You're getting better.
Alfie, yeah, you sort of lose to Jessica, who's one of the kids who's also signed up as well.
At least I didn't lose to Abby.
Yeah, Abby's sort of just watching people play because she doesn't actually know how to play chess.
Interesting.
She's sort of like learning how to play chess at the moment, and she's asking questions at the professors as well about the computer and like programming and how it was programmed and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm mostly gonna I just want to get out on the field and be part of the chess game. I don't really care about winning the game itself. So probably after losing a match, I'm gonna probably start doing something similar to what Abby's doing and asking them questions, but instead of asking questions about how the computer works, I want to be like, can it do anything else? Can it think? Is it smart? Can it talk to me?
And they're like, no, it's just a series of like, it just thinks about moves that it can do, the possible moves that it can do, and it looks at the moves that the other player's doing, and then works out the best course of action and works out what move can be done to counter it.
Why would you make a computer that only plays chess? Wouldn't you want to make something that's smarter and can talk and speak and walk?
Well, well, maybe yes, but this is quite an achievement in itself. Having a computer that can beat a human player.
Oh, but it's just chess.
Yes, but it's also a step in that direction.
Okay. And he just kind of like trails off. I guess probably then at that point, he realizes he's not going to really get anything interesting about the computer out of the techie guys. It seems far more mundane than it seemed at first. So I think he's going to go and just kind of watch Nick play.
All right. Well, you get near it, and you get near Nick, and you can smell the smell of body odor.
Nick is holding back, vomiting. He is not happy. Not happy at all.
Barry, the smelly kid.
Mm.
In fact, you think it's probably worse than it was last year. He may have hit puberty.
Oh, God.
No one's explained to him that, there's this thing called deodorant.
And bathing.
Well, his parents are probably piss-ass poor, but yeah.
Piss ass boy, it's still shower. Yeah.
He's probably got stains on his shirts, and they're slightly ill-fitting. Probably clothes from he's probably they don't. I guess there isn't school uniform. I was thinking if it was a school uniform, it'd be like the one that he wore last year. That his parents can't afford to buy a new one, so he's sort of like having to wear it. But I guess it's like clothes, quite older clothes.
Hand-me-downs, maybe.
Or just ones that have like had their use, and should really be like he should really be wearing like a size bigger now rather than the slightly undersized clothes. And you can see like sweaty pits and stuff.
Oh.
So
Boy.
he thanks you for the names. He thanks you for the games, Nick, and he goes, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe during lunch. I'll give you a rematch."
Good luck. Yeah, good luck.
And he walks off. And the bell for class starts.
Ugh. Ugh. Breathe. Sweet, sweet, non-stinky air.
Maybe next time we should open a window.
Maybe next time we should just do this outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to class?
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's obviously home, whatever fucking it's called again. Home lesson,
Homeroom.
homeroom. And he does obviously the registrar for after lunch.
Roll call.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe we're just in like an experimental school, that it's like an experiment of British style school in America. And all the teachers are British.
That might be it.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Like, didn't you say that Mr. Harris is English? So maybe he refuses to call it roll call and homeroom.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, James.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll has anyone got anything they want to do today? Any scene that they particularly want to have involved?
Not that I can think of with school.
Not school, no.
Activities like chess club, that kind of thing, are generally in the same part of the building as the music room and the theater room and things like that. So I probably have been in the music room during the time when chess club is happening. So I've seen people go in and out and know that these two nerds are involved in the chess club.
Right.
Maybe during homeroom, I go up and I sit down next to them, even
Okay.
though my assigned desk is elsewhere in the room.
Yep.
And I ask them, so you guys are messing with that robot, huh?
Absolutely. Why would I not?
It's a robot.
It's a
Although I
computer.
guess it's just more of a computer, from what I understand. Robot's more like Jerry. Was it Jerry? Was that his name?
That was Jerry. It was Jerry.
Who's
And
Jerry?
And Alfie just freezes because he realizes he probably shouldn't be talking about Jerry.
You have a
He
friend
was a
who's
kid. No,
you
no,
have
no,
a
no.
robot friend named Jerry?
No,
And
he was a kid.
I look at Nick.
It was a kid who died. It was a kid who died. It was a kid who died. And then a giant robot smashed his wake at the arcade.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
that's
that
what happened.
robot. I don't like robots, man. That giant robot smashed my bike. I don't like that. I don't like robots.
No, what? Man, how do you not like robots?
When that robot was trashing town, man, he smashed my bike.
Oh,
I was pretty angry about that.
I mean, that's fair, but like it happens. You shouldn't be too mad. They might not have understood, how large they were.
Yeah. It might have
Robots
just been.
don't give a shit, man.
I mean, that one might have. That one might have.
Robots are people too sometimes.
I stand up and I say robots are bullshit, and I go and I sit at my desk.
That's good because the Mr. Mr. Harris would have gone, you here.
Like whatever,
You
and I
here.
sit down.
Alfie might be like under his breath saying as you leave, "You're bullshit."
You're bullshit. Good job, Alfie. Got him.
So,
James, can I ask a question?
certainly.
Typically on the first day of school, you also have an experience where bullies make themselves large and in charge, so they start treating people like shit pretty bad on the first day to make their presence known. Has there
Right.
been a bully in our homeroom yet?
You've got Gary Lane, if you remember him from last session.
Has he done anything to anyone today?
He probably stole a load of lunch money earlier with his mates. With his mates, Jake Ramsey. Well, Jake Ramsey's in high school, but you got Chris Davis and Jake. It's Lewis Burrows and Gary Lane that are in this, like in junior high, and then you got Jake Ramsey and Chris Davis that are in the year in high school, being 15-year-olds who are friends. Well, they knew Ricky.
Andy and
They-
Ricky.
Yeah, they're the ones that send Andy off to like fucking to the haunted house. Well, they went to the haunted house with. Well, yeah, they haven't. They obviously no one knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine Gary would have been bragging about the way he treated people over the summer, but I'm not listening to the stories so much as I'm keeping an eye on Gary, because I immediately know that I have to keep an eye on people like that are going to be in the same classes as me, especially homeroom. And I have maximum body, so I'm not concerned with him picking on me, but I'm still like aware of it. I have to be.
Yeah, well, the thing is, obviously, that it's not the fact that it's him by himself, or even with Lewis, isn't really a problem for you, or because you're an oldest kid. The problems is obviously Jake Ramsey and Chris Davis that are they're older than you are, so they're like a year above you. Well, a year. Am I using the right term? A year above.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they're 2 years above you right now.
So they're going to be in 10th grade, most likely in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still, I'm keeping an eye on him, though, because I know that even if he appears to not see me as an easy target, eventually there will come a day where if he wants to be large and in charge, he's going to have to see me as a rival. That's how that works, just because I'm large.
Well, they're gonna.
Yeah.
Well, they're sort of cool. He's definitely like throwing pretty shit insults towards Nick and Alfie.
Oh, I'm definitely watching to see how that goes. See how those two react to it.
Yeah, so Gary is sort of like going. Oh, look at you, the two dweebs in the centre there. Look at them with their BO and whatever else that kids like to do.
That was a good sentence, James. It was a good sentence.
That sentence
I don't know.
structure.
I don't know.
As a child,
I mean,
I loved to do BO.
body odor.
Let's hope Scopes isn't here and that's not getting clipped.
Scopes isn't here, but Jay will.
Shit. I actually had something serious to say, and that just completely derailed my thought process. Is Gary the same one that Nick stood up? Because Nick, you stood up to one of them last week, didn't you?
Lewis Burrows, I think.
Or was it Lewis?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember which ones were which, so.
Yeah. Gary, why? I'm not Barry. Shove blame off on Barry. Look, you don't. Why do you make fun of me so much?
Looks round, goes, well, you're a fucking computer. He wouldn't say fucking. He's like, because you're a computer nerd. I mean,
Well-
your idea of getting a suntan is from a TV screen.
And your idea of smart is, picking up a ball. what your robot can do.
Well, cool.
Monkey can do that.
Yeah.
Scopes was here, by the way.
God damn it. Good thing Scout wasn't here. GG.
Is
Well
Mr. Harris
played.
paying attention to this?
No, he's doing something else. Whatever they do.
Look, Gary, it's not worth
Oh, he's like,
it. You're not even worth my time.
Are you calling me dumb?
I mean, you're dumber than a monkey.
How about after school and I'll beat the living hell out of you? That'll show you how dumb I am.
No, see, there you go. That's why you're a monkey. Do you want a banana?
Is it?
Nick has seen some shit at this point. He's a little braver.
Would it be charm
Uh,
or empathize? Charm, lie, befriend, and make people do what you want, or empathize, study what makes a person tick and how to find their weakness.
Do you
Are
want
you
me to make...
thinking what the bully would be rolling?
No, the bully doesn't roll. Players roll.
Oh, do you want me to roll?
I think it is charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give me a charm roll, please, Mr. Nick Hill?
None.
He just laughs at you and goes, tonight, after school, down the road a bit, out of the way of like anyone, but yeah, down the road, I'm going to beat the living bells out of you, and if you don't turn up, then you're chicken.
Oh, you're chicken for wanting to be down the road. Too afraid to fight right after school?
God damn it, Alfie.
Krabs told me to speak up for myself.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Outside of school, 3 p.m. As soon as the last bell rings, I'll be waiting for you outside the front gates.
All right, monkey.
Don't call me monkey. I'm not. Just realised that I'd sort of stopped myself there from being slightly could have come across as
It's okay. The monkey sounds covered it. He's frustrated. He's flustered.
So he's like, so he's like, he just sits there like just staring at the back of your head throughout the rest of the class. So, should we jump to the end of the day?
Sure.
Sure.
At the end of class, as we're all getting up to leave, I make sure and I get real close to Gary as we're both going out the door. I go, and I go the other way down the hallway.
I like this.
He looks mad.
That's fine. I don't even watch. I just go on 90-degree turn and off I go.
All right. So end of day. What is Nick doing? Are you going to go out front or are you going to sneak out and not hopefully get spotted?
That's where Mom is, so I've got to go out front. Otherwise, she'll worry.
All right. So you head out front, and there's like a group of people already. Like most of your class is waiting there to watch like Gary beat the shit out of you, and you can see Lewis and Gary are sort of like standing near like the school sign. You can see you're just out of reach is your mother's car.
This is going according to plan.
I'm definitely I go out and I'm watching the crowd. But I'm not participating in like jeering or anything. I'm not fight. I'm not doing any of that.
I'm just going to walk by him.
He sort of steps in your way and sort of like puts his head against your forehead and goes, "You called me a monkey." He's like, he's standing like that, so he's not helping him fucking.
I mean, would a gorilla be more accurate then? I mean, I suppose.
He sort of he seems a bit flustered at that as well. He's like, how dare you call me a monkey or ape or whatever like primate. Well, I guess he doesn't even whatever like monkey thing you're calling me.
Well, I mean, what
You
I'm sorry. You know, it's just
are what you are.
yeah,
Gary.
yeah. You are
Lewis,
what you are.
Lewis sort of like steps up to like Alfie and goes, "You calling my mate a monkey then?"
Well, he doesn't have a tail, so he's not really a monkey. He's more of a prime. He still is a primate, though.
I mean, he could be a baboon.
What?
We're gonna get fucked.
He is a huge ass.
Alfie, you said ass.
Alfie, do you want to give us a charm roll, please?
Oh God.
Oh no, I'm expecting this to fail, but this is like a move in chess.
Oh, I rolled it twice by accident. Either way, I rolled exactly the same both times.
So he tries. He sort of like he pushes you back, and you sort of like stagger backwards.
I punch him in the nose,
Give us a
just like my grandfather told me. I
is
try
it
to
false
punch him in the nose.
Body. What is it? No,
Yeah,
it's false, isn't it?
force.
It's false. Yeah, give
Yeah.
us a false roll, please.
Force.
Okay, you try
Zero.
to punch him in the nose. He's obviously he's like puberty probably hit a year ago or something. So he's kind of a lot larger than you are. So you sort of just completely miss the nose as you sort of like stagger backwards, and you sort of like fall up the steps up to the school, and you fall on your arse. You do take a condition though, Mr. Alfie. You can take injured as a thing, please.
Okay. Maybe I've like scraped my arm up or something with falling.
Yeah.
Does Alfie look visibly hurt, or are you trying to conceal it?
But don't
I'm
forget-
trying to conceal it, but not very
mean,
well, I guess.
Don't forget.
Like I'm not trying to hide it
Don't forget you
or
can
anything.
spend luck, and you can take a thing and do a thing.
Yeah.
Good words. Take a thing and do a thing. Excellent job.
Do the thing.
Yeah, you can use your pride. You can take you can take a condition anyway to do it. But obviously, if you take a condition already, you'll take another condition if you fail. You can use your pride and your drive.
I want to just get right back up. Like I'm hurt and I'm upset,
Yep.
but I don't want it to get to me.
Yep.
I am going to. I think just to get up in his face, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I can. Like I'm like probably a good foot shorter than he is.
You hear your mother's voice, Nick, as the car door slams, sort of in over yonder, and you can you can hear, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And then you see like Gary and Lewis see your mum and just go, "Oh, you grass," if that's a word that they use in America, and run off.
What?
As in a telltale.
How could we? What?
A grass?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
no,
called
no, no,
grass,
no.
and, you know, you grassed us up, you son of a gun. But that's English.
So.
And they just run off.
Is Gary
They
saying
run
this
off.
while still like? Is he trying to pin Alfie? Is he still trying to continue the fight?
That's Lewis. Lewis is like dealing with Alfie, and Gary's like trying to deal with Nick. But when the when they see your mum, they sort of like call you a name and just run off.
Smirk. All according to plan. They are monkeys, actually. They're dumber than monkeys. Mom, what's up? Hi.
They probably say something like, "You'll pay for that," as they run off.
Mom, they were picking on me. It's okay though. I stood up to them.
They probably have the intelligence of a muskrat.
Ooh, that's a good one, Alfie.
How about okay? She's like, "Well, are you okay, Alfie? Do you want me to drop you home?"
I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind.
So she sort of like, you both sit in the back of the car because that's what children do.
Yep.
And she drives Alfie home, drops him off, talks to your grandmother about you, about, like, it looks like, you know, Alfie's been bullied, and your grandmother goes, "Oh, well, his granddad did try and tell him to stick up for himself."
I did try, Gran. I did.
You did a good job. Good job. Good job,
You've
Alfie.
got a nice graze on your ass as well, or bruised bum, whatever. Or bruised
So I probably
arm, wasn't it? You sort of
yeah. I've just got I probably fell on the concrete, so it just like scraped my arm. I'm gonna get iodine on my arm. It's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That's
So she's gonna go. Well, go inside, take your shirt off, and we'll treat that little wound of yours.
Oh, all right, Gran. And I run off inside.
And then she gets in the car with you, Nick, and then goes, I'll go speak to the school tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
Because that fucking works.
Doesn't work, but you know.
What was so Corvin was just watching, yeah?
I was getting really angry.
Okay.
But since the fight didn't continue, I didn't do anything. I was just watching. But I've made a mental note that Nick really stood up for himself, and I respect that. It's something that I respect for in people is standing up for yourself. And while I saw that Alfie was doing his best, he didn't succeed very much. But if Alfie had been very successful, I would have been like, yeah, fuck yeah, that guy's great. But in terms of that, I'm really just pissed at both Lewis and Gary. I probably go and like hang out in a park near the school and smoke with some older kids, so I don't associate with.
Well, that's where they hang out. They hang out at like at the Oasis Park, and they sort of hang out at the basketball court, and that's where like Gary Lane and all of them hang out smoking cigarettes.
I'm probably there also after school, but I'm not associating with those two.
All right.
Like if they come up and they want to talk with the same people I'm talking to, I'm just like, no, fuck these guys, and I walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd imagine probably there's two groups of kids that hang out and smoke. There's the preppy guys that are the bullies, and then there's kind of like the not weirdos, but like the rebels and shit.
The troublemakers, and I am not a troublemaker. I don't like to associate with troublemakers, but as a rebel, they kind of we're in the same circles.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I'm at the park and I'm not trying to talk to them. I'm avoiding them.
You see,
kind of
Gary's
angry,
you see Gary is sort of glaring at you anyway because you sort of went up to him and went,
yeah. Anyone that's talking, hey, did you see that fight or what happened out there? I'm like, oh, these fucking monkeys are just pushing some small nerds. Like it makes them a big man to treat a small nerd like that. But the real truth is that the nerds around the world. So. Who's really the boss here?
They will.
I'm like pointing at this street where there's like hover cars and shit going by. I'm like, who's really in charge?
True.
Are you saying that they're gonna bother me at the park, James?
well, you can see they're talking to like they're talking to like Jake and Chris about it, and they keep looking over at you.
Jake and Chris are the two that are in high school, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can definitely
Yeah,
tell them
if-
that you can hear them like commenting like, yeah, he got held back a year. You know, they emphasising he's got the dumb kid over there got held back a year.
That's fine. I'm not concerned about those comments.
They're trying to like they're definitely trying to rile you up. I think is what they're trying to do.
While I'm talking to people, though, I'm definitely like anyone that's also in the music club or the music classes with me. I'm talking to them like, yeah, sure, we should have a jam session sometime. I'll bring my amp out here, bring my guitar. Yeah, man. And we're all talking about like, playing music that we would rather play instead of the stuff that we have to play in music class, which is like, classical stuff. So we're all talking about, hey man, did you hear that Black Flag album? Yeah, man, I want to try and play that. Dude, that was gnarly, all that stuff. So we're probably talking about like, jamming in the park sometime soon. All of
Right.
us music kids.
All right, cool. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I'll bring my clarinet.
I'm just like
man-
laughing, like maybe you could be vocals.
Clarinet man.
I'll bring my.
I'm also
saxophone.
telling them like, go to the music store and buy this album, this album, this album, and then you can learn those lyrics and we'll jam.
One of them's like, hey, have you heard of Sisters of Mercy?
I'm like, yeah, man. I prefer Black Flag, but yeah, man.
What about Susie and the Banshees?
Yeah, sure. I'm probably familiar with every punk band that's mainstream.
They're not really punk. They're more goth rock.
Here we would call that like second generation British punk. Still punk.
Okay, so we'll jump back to Alfie. So your grandmother comes out with the bottle, the dreaded bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and some cotton wool. And she's like, well, it was awfully brave of you to stand up to those bigger boys. She sort of turns the bottle up onto the cotton wool, and then she starts sort of like dabbing at your wound, which stings like buggery. Probably hurts more than the actual wound itself.
Oh yeah, I'm probably just gritting my teeth. Like I was gonna say something in response to her, and I maybe just start to, and then she touches the wound, and it's just like,
And she's like, you can run away if you want to. I mean, it won't solve anything, but it might. I will speak to your grandfather tonight. I'll let him know what happened.
I can't run very fast, Gran. Gramps is right. Yeah, I gotta stick up for myself a bit more. I have to. And if they're gonna beat me up, I'd rather beat them up first. I don't know. Is that what I'm supposed to do? This isn't really.
She's like, oh, I'll let your grandfather. I personally tried not to get involved in those sort of things. Unfortunately, sometimes you can't help but get involved. But I don't think you're supposed to start the fight. No, that will make you as bad as they are.
Well, no, just, if they're gonna fight me, then they're gonna hurt me.
All right.
All right, Gran, I'll try.
All right. Yeah, she's already cooking dinner. Are you going to your clubhouse after dinner?
I'm assuming we are. I mean, we generally all meet at the clubhouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
In fact, you wouldn't probably know. Are you going to see Nick after school? It is after school, but
Yeah.
Don't forget to do your homework.
Oh, I won't. Jerry's gonna help me with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's a bit confused.
She's always confused, though. I tell Gran about everything. It's just she usually dismisses half of the stuff as I say. It's just me talking a lot.
So, mechanic-wise, because you've just spent some time with your anchor, you get to recover a condition.
Yay! I'm no longer injured.
All right.
Still stings like a bastard, though.
Right. What's next?
After dinner, I'm definitely walking around town. I'm following the tracks of the robot, trying to figure out what the robot's deal is, because I'm really pissed about that.
Well, the robot's like about a week old now.
Yeah, but I'm
Right.
still following like the trail of destruction.
Well, you can. The trail of destruction is mostly like the potholes that were created have been like filled in with the tarmac.
What I've been trying to track the robot. I've been doing this like every day. Today, I'm continuing.
Well, you know that it was found behind Jerry's house. 'Cause that was
I
in the
didn't know
newspaper.
Jerry, so I don't know
Oh,
the
right,
family
okay.
that lives there or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know that you probably know that the robot was found. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I know
That's-
that news story about like the scandal because the scientist was stealing all that stuff. I kind of know about that, but I still am feeling like the robot had an agenda because I'm like prejudiced about robots
You hated your bike. That's what it is.
because of my bike. Um, I've developed a prejudice where I just assume robots are bad news. But I'm trying to learn as much as I can, so I'm continuing that project tonight. And skipping all of my homework because fuck homework.
Fuck homework. I've got to do all my homework. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna go. Should we go for a break now, and then start the next day?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
I don't think anything much is going to happen at the clubhouse. We're probably just going to hang out there. So
Yeah.
I will put that picture.
Thanks everybody for hanging out in chat.
Thank you.
It's been a
Mhm.
fun chat so far this session.
It's
We
been
love you.
hilarious. The
Multiple
stuff is so
inappropriate clips.
So we'll be back shortly. 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll be back no later than 26 minutes past. And we're gonna jump to a mission. Go get yourselves. Go get a drink. Go have a pee or whatever you need to do, and we'll be back shortly.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Just gonna go use the bathroom and refill my water bottle because I need some water. Oh shit!
Rooster's in charge. Q&A. Ask me any question you want.
I can hear you.
I'm in charge now. Look at me. I'm the captain.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the GM now.
I'm not going to watch those clips that you guys have been posting in chat right now. I'm not going to watch them during the session. But I'm looking forward to seeing them after the show. I might share them on Twitter also. I like that kind of thing. And J-Wall, if you're still out there, man, the system ain't hard, man. Should have been here to join us.
You could have been here.
I played a lot of D6 systems over the years, so this is pretty simple. The system is sort of similar to old school Shadowrun, except it's a whole element of the dice mechanic is simplified because the target number never changes. It's always 6 in the system. You're just rolling to try to get more successes, whereas in more complicated D6 systems, you have to have a different target number and a different number of successes for the task for each task, which means there's a lot more math. But this system is really simple, and the system is also written. It's in the mechanics that you can't really have a long, super long, never-ending campaign. The campaign has to end.
What are you talking about? Oh, hang on. I'm not.
Because you can only grow your dice so much to a point where your character will never get more dice after that point.
Yeah.
And then eventually your character ages out of the campaign anyway. So you can't have a never-ending campaign in the system. It's really good for like a episodic season of a story. I like that about this game.
Well, that's the plan, though. That's my plan, anyways. Try and like do episodic adventures. Try and
That's what the
squeeze it
game
all
is
in.
for. It works. It's great for that.
It also works well for a Twitch stream as well because you don't have to watch like 20 weeks to catch up on what's going on.
Yeah.
You
True.
can just sort of watch bits and bobs. You can just jump in, and it also helps with like, I mean, for example, Weef's not here. It doesn't affect it too much because the character can be ill from school or doing something else or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can sort of drop in and drop out if need be. And it
Or
doesn't
has
affect
been
the
taken
game.
by the Pharaoh to the Shadow Realm for that episode.
Yep.
Or the TV land
Mirror World.
taken by the Demogorgon.
It's time to duel. Yugi's having a seizure again.
Every episode. I'll be right back.
Every episode, Yugi has a seizure at the beginning of it. It's all in his mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I guessed once they started saying Yugi what was going on.
I didn't.
I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was too old for it.
You're never too old for anything, James.
Yeah.
I am.
You're too cynical for it.
Who does he think he is? Total Biscuit? Cynical
I think-
Brit.
I think cynical is just like a default thing for most English people anyway.
I feel like it is. I'm not going to lie.
Hashtag forehead screen.
I think by the time that like Yu-Gi-Oh became a thing, I'd already played enough like CCGs that I didn't want to play new card games,
Now,
and I was burnt out on like ongoing, never-ending anime as well. So it was just like it wasn't something I was interested in.
I don't know what card game it was or what it became, but I know that there was an anime based on a Japanese anime based on Magic the Gathering, but it became its own card game, and it might have been Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
Card Masters?
I can't remember.
I think it was Card Masters.
But yeah, it became its own. So it was a cartoon, and then a cartoon based on like Magic the Gathering, but obviously Japanese up, animated up, or whatever. And then they produced a card game on it. So it's
I think you're talking about Card Masters, but I'm not positive.
There's Vanguard, Card Masters, Duel Masters, Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of card-based animes. I watch a lot of them.
Digimon wandered into it.
Well, yep, Digimon got in there.
Duel Masters was based on Yu-Gi-Oh! And Card Masters was based on Magic, if I recall. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different game that was based on Magic. But oddly enough, Wizards and a couple of the other mainstream card companies bought those games that were based on their existing games rather than suing them, as they maybe should have. That's been an interesting evolution of the market.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I remember the CCG boom of the '90s when there was just like card game for everything. I have a pile of just one-off promo cards I got from like getting Wizard magazine and whatnot.
This is the original World of Warcraft.
I have it.
Which is
I
an
remember
actually excellent game, even though I hate Warcraft. The mechanics are great. It plays where you do these quests and
what
it's fucking
that one?
awesome.
It has so many.
Right on, man.
I hate you all. I'm full of jealous hatred.
I have a tremendous Magic
bought two of
collection. It's
them.
probably worth like $10,000. But my other favorite collectible card game is Pirates of the Spanish Main, and this is a set where they did a Pirates of the Caribbean thing.
Is that the ship one? The Wizards?
Yeah, the cards
Yeah,
you fold them into
ship.
ships,
And
and then you sail them around and do fleet battles, all tactical style.
Yeah, I got that as
Oh,
well in the
jeez.
garage.
I used to do demos of this at our card shop. It was fucking great.
I don't know if they're worth anything because I've got loads to sell.
You have Pirates of the Spanish Main still?
Mhm.
Dude, some of the older ones have gone way up in price because they stopped printing them pretty quick.
Well, the older ones had a massive design flaw with the fucking, like, the mask would break really easy.
Yes. That just means they're more valuable, man.
Oh my god! There's a Final Fantasy TCG, and I want it.
Don't.
Oh,
I'm really
but
tempted
now,
to put them on eBay as well. Just sell all them. Just sell them as a job lot and just get rid of them.
It's a trap.
I know it is. It's a freaking TCG, and it's a money sink, and I want it.
Yeah. Also, I'm Googling this Pirates game, and I totally remember seeing ads for it now.
Pirates of the Spanish Main is so good.
Yeah, I
So
totally remember this. It's like one of those moments where you completely have forgotten about something, and then it just like strikes a weird memory in you.
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten about this.
I wish I had more Pirates of the Spanish Main, but it's really hard to find them.
I got stupid
find
amounts.
players
I got a whole folder full of them.
I'm jealous, man. I want those from you.
Stupid amount of them. Fucking loads. I just bought loads of them at the time because we sort of played them. Some of them are broken though because of the fucking masks.
Yeah. I had on the first couple of sets I broke some of the tab that you insert into the slot on the base of the ship. Some of those broke on mine.
Because they changed the design later so it didn't have that flaw.
Yeah.
In fact, it was actually the thing that would break was, so you have the tab in the first cell and it was the joining from the first cell up to the second cell would break often. Yeah. I built loads of islands for it as well. I built loads of little like islands out of foam board. Not foam board. Foam. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
I remember. I totally remember seeing ads for those.
Is that the Japanese one? Because they did a load of junk ships and stuff.
No, these are the Pirates of the Caribbean. Or some of these are Pirates of the Caribbean. Some of these are base sets. Here's a.
I've also got loads of fucking hero clicks as well that I want to sell. I've got like Fing Fang Foom. Like it's in a box.
Oh, nice.
It's a box about that big and about that wide. But God knows how I'd have to get a box big enough to put the box in to send it.
I've got a fucking ton of HeroClicks that I barely ever played with.
I don't think it'll be worth much, but it might be worth right to someone. I've also got like the first Galactus as well.
I never put this one together, but here's the Flying Dutchman.
Oh,
nice.
It's a really powerful ship, but I never used it.
What a junk I've collected over the years. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Bounty, I think. I'm not positive. The HMS Bounty.
Oh, nice.
I definitely got some rare ships.
I'm
only
gonna
got a couple
start
of
going
rares.
through all my junk.
But it depends if they're worth anything. That's the thing. If I put them all on eBay, do I just put it all on as a job lot? And
Oh, here's my second Flying Dutchman. This one's put together.
do they even make it anymore?
Yeah, they still make them. They're not hugely popular, so they don't make very many.
It was a neat idea.
WizKids went bankrupt.
Yep.
5 or 10 years ago, so they had to sell off a bunch of their properties. So then there was like a solid year where they were not making Pirates of the Spanish Main, and then they started up again.
Because that was what's his name? The guy who did Shadowrun and he did like Shadowrun Returns. Something Reisman. What's his name? I can't remember.
I can't.
Here's one of my Krakens. I don't know where the figure is just now, but
Well, that's because you released it.
Right, should we go back to the game?
Yeah. Harmonize with me. Nobody will get that reference.
And we're back. Right. So, next day. So you all arrive at school more or less the same time. One of the things you notice is there's like a police car outside, or a sheriff's car outside, parked outside the school.
Mom, what do you think happened?
There's a lot of kids like talking about like, oh, I think they found a body in school last night. Another rumour's like, yeah, one of the teachers has been arrested for like beating up a student and stuff like that.
Is my grandfather here?
It is your grandfather, yes.
He's the guy that beat up a student.
So it's my grandfather's police car. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not assembly. The homeroom is called, obviously, and your teacher goes, "We've got another assembly today."
Oh boy.
Something happened at the school. Well, yeah, he'll sort of say, yeah, something happened last night, and the assembly is something to do with that.
Oh boy.
What happened?
You'll find out in assembly. So Mr. Harris, was it Harris? Yeah, Mr. Harris leads you all out back to the gym, and you can see like the headmaster and Alfie, your granddad's talking to the head teacher, and then when everyone comes in and sits down, you see. He sort of like comes up. Mr. Sinclair comes up onto the podium and goes, hits the mic a few times, causing feedback. As you know, he seems to be like he does it every day. Hello, children. Okay, so we've got some grave news. The chess computer has been stolen. If anyone knows anything about it, if you could speak to oh god, what is he, a sergeant? Officer. What's your grandfather's name?
His last name's Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, if you could speak to Officer Johnson. He sort of like beckons Officer Johnson up. He comes and stands up on the podium, and he goes, and he sort of takes over the conversation. He goes, so hello, children. If you saw anything last night about anything suspicious at all, or know anything, please let me or Principal Sinclair know, or any teacher that you know. That's what's happened. But yeah, at the moment the computer's IT room is currently off limits to all children as the scene is investigated.
Excellent.
As these forms start getting passed up the bleachers, like with contact details for like Mr. Sinclair and Officer Johnson. Couple of the kids, someone you can definitely hear sort of giggles and some laughters, people laughing.
I'm gonna listen in. What are they laughing about?
Well, it appears to be like Lewis and Gary are sort of giggling about it.
Oh, gee, sounds like they're in cahoots. They're in on it. I was gonna pin out of character. I was gonna pin them for it anyways.
And the detective goes, I need to see, not detective because he's an officer. Officer goes, I need to see Nick Hill and Abby Burton at the principal office as well.
Oh shit! I didn't do anything. Alfie, if I disappear, you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
In the upside down.
In the upside down.
You didn't do anything. I know you didn't, Nick.
Yeah. All right. So after the thing, I'll go to the principal's office.
All right.
I bet Abby stole it.
Okay. You're the only one there, Nick.
What? Where's Abby? Like, there's no secretaries or anything either?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. And you see like the Officer Johnson and the principal sort of like walk into his office, and then a few moments later, he's like, the reception gets like a beep on her intercom, and she looks up and goes, "If you'd like to go through."
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, absolutely. I'll go through. How's it going?
If you'd like to take a seat, Mr. Hill.
Yeah,
Mr.
absolutely.
Sinclair says. I mean, you're not in trouble,
Okay.
but obviously from yesterday's response, you was probably one of the most kids most interested in seeing or knowing about this computer. So
Absolutely.
we're just wondering if you know anything, just to eliminate you from the investigation.
I don't know anything, though. Yeah. I mean, it could have been the bullies that could have taken it, or it could have been Barry.
Why would Barry take it? And where's Abby?
I don't know where Abby is. Barry, because he didn't know how to play chess, but wanted to play the machine. So that kind of stands out as weird to me. And the bullies, well, they're bullies. They would do that type of thing. They're not very intelligent.
Well, if they're not very intelligent, then they wouldn't have been able to figure out how to get into the school.
I mean,
Or into the
that's
the
not
locked
the.
room.
I mean, they're at least intelligent enough for that, possibly. That was me being sarcastic. I'm sorry.
Do you have names of these bullies?
Lewis and Gary.
Surnames?
I don't have those.
What classes are they in?
They're Mr. Harris's.
Only Gary's in Mr. Harris's class.
Mr. Gary's and Mr. Harris's, but he could lead you to Lewis. I'm not sure which one he's in.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. As we said earlier, if you do find anything out, if you can let us know.
Absolutely. I am not afraid to tell you anything.
Just remember, if you do know anything, if the computer's returned by the end of the day, you can drop it off. It can be dropped off anonymously. Anonymous. Oh my god.
Anonymously.
Yeah.
You had it right you had it right the first time.
And nothing will be, and it won't be taken any further. But if it isn't returned by the end of the day, then it will go further.
That's understandable. Hopefully it's returned, because I have got no clue where it is, and I was excited to play it.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yeah. You. Good luck.
What we'll do is we'll jump to recession. Is it recess? No, not recession.
Recess.
We'll jump to the first recess.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm back. Yay. I may have pinned it on Lewis and Gary. And Barry.
There. I mean, they are big ass butts.
They are. They might have done it. I mean, it should be worth looking into.
Do they even know what a computer is, though?
Probably not. Probably not. But I mean,
is Corvin hanging around or near earshot of this?
I don't know where these guys are at recess, so I can't tell you. Where are you guys talking at?
Well, the computer lab is shut, so
yeah, we're out like on a bench.
Yeah.
I'm probably with a bunch of the music kids outside. They're talking about their instruments and whatever. And, you know, at the beginning of recess, probably a bunch of them go to the music room to get their instruments because we typically leave them in there because it's relatively secure. And they bring them out. I'm probably fooling around with one of these schools' acoustic guitars, talking about songs with some of the kids.
Right.
But my personal guitar is not with me.
All right, I am trying to get you involved in the story.
Yes.
I feel involved. Don't give me that.
All right. So what are you two doing? Are you two going to do something?
Do you tell me that Abby didn't show up at all?
Yeah, Abby didn't show up at all. Nobody knows where she is. That's the worrisome
she was like
part.
really, really interested in the computer yesterday.
Right?
She was asking them like constant questions, and now both the computer and Abby are missing.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm concerned. Abby wouldn't just. I don't think Abby would take it.
Wouldn't she?
No. She's like us, Nick.
How well do you actually know her, though?
Not very. I mean, we're kind of rivals, but you know,
we should at least find out where she is, or if she's sick today, or what.
True. I mean,
maybe we can find the roll call sheet from her homeroom and find out if there's a sick note on it, or ask her homeroom teacher.
You're right. Yeah, we should. So, what do you like? How do we even go about finding who her homeroom is? Because I know she's not ours.
Maybe Barry knows. Barry's a member of the chess club, isn't he?
I think. No, Barry was learning yesterday.
Do you know anyone else that knows Abby? Do I know anyone? Well, no, I don't like Abby, so I don't know anyone else. Unless, like, I know who she always hangs out with. James?
Give us a contact roll, please.
Okay.
Does Abby take a music class or an art class? Typically, students take one or the other.
And as expected, I am socially inept.
Okay. You don't know anyone that she hangs around with. Unless you want to roll luck or... I mean, how many dice are you rolling? You're only rolling 3 dice. It's quite unlikely that you will succeed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to burn my luck and then need it later in something that's more drastic.
Yeah.
But just remember, the IT room is off limit. Oh, I've got something in my eye.
I feel like that was a hint.
I feel like maybe we should go investigate the IT room.
I feel like the IT room could have Abby in it. Maybe we
or
should
at least some clues.
At least some clues. It has come to me in a vision.
Is this still during recess right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we see those like professors that own the machine at all today or anything?
Well, they were just in the background. They look
okay, so they are around and stuff.
Yeah. They were on cell phones. They were on like these bricks. They were, phoning people. They were phoning people on their massive cell phones. No, it's bigger than that, mate.
God.
Bigger?
Closer. About shoebox size.
God.
I don't have anything else that's bigger in reach that's not a monitor.
That's probably too thin.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll go search it. Like we'll go to the. All right, I guess maybe we should go try the computer room. That could be something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some weird's going on. We got to start somewhere. So why don't we just start with the computer room?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like this. It's a good plan. See, you're always the one that comes up with the good plans.
Good. Room.
Who's good at sneaking though?
Me. I'm good at. I'm always good at sneaking. You know
I'm
that.
reasonable at sneaking. I'm 2 at sneaking.
I'm 2 at sneaking as well. Aha.
What's your body though?
1.
2. No, 3.
Son of a bitch.
I'm all body, except for when I'm not.
Except for when I'm not.
So it's actually,
Do we have to sneak to the computer room, or
you'll have to
like I think we just have to sneak into it?
You'll have to sneak into the computer room, yeah.
I'm assuming that it's locked. So...
It's not locked because the door was forced, so the lock is actually
Oh,
broken.
okay. So the door was forced open.
So there is like police tape around the entrance of the door.
Is anyone watching it?
No. But there are people there are occasional teachers that walk past. It's sort of like it's not a room that faces out of the, it's not on a outside wall. It's sort of in the center, and it's got like it's got some windows around it.
Okay.
Like windows that look out on the corridor type thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like a really obvious. Are all the windows open, or are the are there blinds on them?
I mean, the blinds are partially down. So if you're quite well, if you're it is dark in there as well. It's sort of dark, but
so we don't see anyone in there then.
You can't see anyone in there, no.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to do?
Let's sneak in.
Give us a sneak roll then, please.
Okay, now I'm going to use a luck.
But don't forget you got curious and stuff as well. Hey, 1 success.
Oh, yeah. So I can use my pride, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work again? Do I just get like...
You get an automatic success.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my pride to get an automatic success.
Which means that obviously you succeed, and on the second success you can either choose to give Nick an automatic success, or you can find something unusual, I think is the thing.
Second success? How did I get
sneak.
2 6?
If you got an automatic success and you used your pride, that gives you 2 successes because you got one. Who sneaked in?
We both sneaked in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nick got a success and I got none.
Okay. All right. So you're going to use your. You can still re-roll, by the way, with your pride. If you use your pride and luck, you can still re-roll to get.
Well, don't. If I use my pride, don't I just get it automatically?
Yeah, but you can also add. You can also spend a luck to see if you get additional successes.
Oh, okay.
Corvin, you see the 2 geeks sneak off to the IT area, IT department.
I probably have to go put my guitar back soon anyway, so I'm like, oh great, well I'm gonna run into those guys again. But I'm not thinking of that in such a negative way as like they have dramatic lives. So
we lead dramatic lives.
I have to go down the same hall shortly, but I'm not like following them or anything.
I can use a luck to reroll. I mean, we're gonna be searching the room again in a minute,
Yeah.
so.
All right, well, don't worry. So you got 1 success. So you successfully sneak into the room. Obviously, there's like the trolley that the computer was stored on is completely empty.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's remaining is the monitor, because that's like the size of a fucking house.
Oh boy.
It's a big monitor.
That's a huge monitor.
I mean, it's not literally the size of a house, but it is literally the size of a house. Because they're fucking massive. They're about, like, fucking stupidly thick.
Good old cathode ray tube technology.
Yeah.
So I guess we just start looking around for anything that's out of place.
All right, do you want to give me a investigation? Who's got the best investigation?
I've got.
And do you want to? And whoever's got the best, did the other person want to assist that person to investigate?
I get 8 dice because I've got 3 in investigate and 5 mind.
Nick?
Damn.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. I'll assist.
All right, that gives you an additional dice to roll, Alfie.
Okay. The easiest way to do this is just
Pop up a
up my investigate temporarily.
Mhm.
2 successes.
2 successes, which allows you to ask. You can ask 2 questions, and then whatever other options you got.
Okay. Yeah, I can ask 1 additional question and I get +1 die on a roll when I use the information.
Mhm.
Okay. What is hidden here, I guess? And where is it?
Okay, so you're both looking around the edges, like seeing if there's anything that has been left but accidentally, or something that could tell who it is, or anything like that. And you look down the side, back of a desk, near the door, and you can see like a bag of half-eaten Reese's Pieces.
It was E.T.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, it was any sort of like candy that was kind of new or kind of like popular in the 80s, and I could only think of Reese's Pieces because I can't say it was a Mars bar because you didn't have Mars bars in America. They're not the same as what we eat.
Okay.
And yeah, you know that Lewis loves Reese's Pieces.
I knew it.
Are Gary and Luce outside at recess?
You don't see them.
All right. Do you want me to roll to know where they are?
Who?
Where they are, Gary and Lewis.
Give us a contact roll, please.
See, I have almost nothing for contact, a 1 in contact, and a ton of heart. Let's click the thing. Nope.
You have no idea. You haven't seen them all. You haven't seen them since like assembly. Except in class, obviously.
Could I use my second question because where is it is kind of a question. So could I ask it like in a way of like how did they get it out of the room? Like where did they go with it?
Well, they left the room.
Well, yeah, but like so they went out the door with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the door was busted, I guess. Yeah.
It looks like they jimmied the lock.
Okay, that's a good that helps. Jimmy the lock. All right, I'm gonna grab that bag of Reese's Pieces and show it to Nick, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You get to ask an additional question, don't you? You get to ask like
Yeah.
at least. You got.
I get 2 questions.
Yeah, you get 3 questions because you got 2 successes.
Oh yeah. Right. Fuck. What is it? I mean, it also says it. What does it mean? I mean, I kind of know what the Reese's Pieces mean. What has happened here? I know what's happened here. How can I get into, out of, past something? I mean, I don't know how that would really apply in this context. What threats can I perceive here? I mean, again, I don't know how I would use that. And then the last one is where is it? So I guess I just don't know really how to apply any of the remaining questions to this situation. Unless there's something else that's hidden here.
I would have given that.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's either been taken to one of the 4 bullies' house, probably.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the other 2 are in high school, but they generally together all the time.
Nick, I think we should check their houses.
I think we should. I think that's a good idea.
It's still really bugging me where Abby is, though.
Yeah. I wish I knew.
It doesn't make sense, I guess.
There's not a lot that makes sense right now, Nick. Wait, Alfie? Wow.
So
That was a slip.
So Corvin, you sort of walk past the computer room as the 2 boys sort of come out of the door. Because I'm getting you fucking involved because I'm bored of this pussyfooting around.
I've got my plans. I have plans. Don't worry about me, James. But I see them coming out while they're talking about finding Gary and Lewis. Is that what you're saying just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even look at them as I see them coming out of there. There's police tape and stuff on the door, and I don't even look. I don't care because I don't give a fuck about the law. Personally.
Fuck the police.
I'm the Corvin is the kind of guy that wouldn't give a shit about breaking into places. But anyway, I'm as I'm walking into the music room, I turn the corner and say, it would be a shame if you knew someone who hung out where they hang out at. And I just go and put my guitar down and come back out of the room. And then as they're coming out of the door and closing the door, I'm adjusting the police tape to make it perfect. Because this is routine for me.
Should we talk to him?
I'm you guys looking to get revenge on these guys? A little bit of
Yes.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I know where they meet up after school.
Oh?
Down by the basketball court in Oasis Park.
Oh.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I guess
You
we can
guys want to
go.
go? If you want to have a round 2, man, I'll be there too.
I mean, maybe.
Alfie gets a flashback of his arm being sore.
Yeah, Alfie probably just starts rubbing his arm, just kind of almost subconsciously.
The graze.
Yeah.
I would like to roll a lead check roll because I want to for us to have a half-assed plan for
Right, so there is rules for leads, so I'm just going to have to read them. I have to apply a condition as well, I think, if you fail. So let me find the book. I can't bother to get the actual physical book because I'm lazy.
Page 74.
Means I have to turn around.
76 of the PDF, 74 of the book.
I'm rolling to inspire the kids and prepare them for a difficult situation.
Right, let me have a look. What was it? 76, yeah?
74.
Of the PDF, though. Lead.
76 of the PDF,
okay,
yeah, if you want to jump to the right page of it.
Ability to make your friends work together to help them focus on a task at hand in difficult situations and to soothe them when they are scared or confused. If you have time with other kids, you may inspire and prepare them for a difficult situation. You roll to overcome trouble and your success becomes a dice pool. See the table below. You may, in the upcoming scenes, distribute bonus dice to the other kids when they roll to overcome troubles, but only if they do as you say. You cannot give these dice to yourself. If you fail to lead, you must check a condition and ask the other kids how the relationship has been hurt. There may only be one dice pool active at a time. The group cannot have more than one leader. If you spend time privately with another kid giving her advice and comfort, you may heal one of her conditions. You roll to overcome
That's the
trouble.
other use of lead, yeah.
Okay. So do you want to give me a lead roll then, please?
for the audience, basically, I'm giving them an assist preemptively. If I succeed, we will get dice that can be distributed to anyone in this particular scene coming up.
As and when.
This is going to be about meeting up in the park. About I'm talking.
I get
about,
the feeling, yeah, you're trying to rally us into going and confronting them directly.
Yes, and I'm saying, look, if it goes this way, if they start to bring friends, we can run this way around the basketball court. I'll show you guys where to go. If it ends up being a straight up fight, this is how you handle it in the park. And if they end up starting to win, well, I'm there and I got your back because I hate those motherfuckers and I respect you for standing up to them. And frankly, I would be happy to see you guys beat the shit out of them. Now, I am not a skilled leader. I do have a lot of heart, though. So here goes the roll. 1 success. So that means that we have 2 dice in the dice pool.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever roll comes up in this...
Also, don't forget you can spend your pride or your drive.
I am not going to spend to re-roll that because my odds of getting more successes are extremely low.
Okay. Well, obviously, if you do like your pride or your drive, you get an automatic success. I think it's pride.
I'm not going to do that just now.
All right. So you got.
However,
so you got a dice pool of 2 floating around.
Yes. So this means that any roll that comes up during that situation where you feel like you need more dice, as long as we agree on it, you can take a die.
I'm gonna add to the page that you guys are on 2 tokens. Figure out how to do that. Do I add tokens?
You could just draw with the draw tool.
Yeah, maybe, but you can actually just add tokens. But all right then, sure. Where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna mark it in black here. So this. What?
You could use the text button. You don't have to draw text.
Okay.
I love you, James.
Fuck off, all of you.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Do you want me to put in the text? I can do it.
No.
Okay.
No. Fuck off.
Shit. No. Look at that! Look at that! That's fucking top rate.
Wow.
Fucking that's the best.
All right, so
I might actually make some tokens for this.
the idea
Fucking
is
beautiful.
that we have to agree on spending the dice. So you can't just say I'm going to spend a die. We have to agree on it.
I want to spend the die right now on a
forehead cam.
Hashtag forehead cam. Whoa! No! You put your glasses back on? I don't like it. I don't like it. Thank you. God, that was a different human being, and I didn't like it. Potatoes. Somebody invaded your room. I don't know who it was.
All right.
James, you need glasses.
Do you want to buy me a pair?
I suddenly feel like playing some ZZ Top.
Look, you need a beard and you need glasses and some hair.
Got legs.
Wow, are you hair shaming me? So on Thursday I got fat shamed by Tegan, and now you're hair shaming me. Wow. Pick on James Day week.
You did that to yourself, James.
I was buying pizza because I was hungry. You all right?
I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
No, Tegan legit fat shamed James the other day. It was pretty funny.
Oh,
No.
I
But
was ordering
it's
pizza.
just because
and
she's young and didn't understand what she was saying.
I was only
It's
one
not that
ordering
she hates
pizza.
fat people.
I could wear a hat if you want. How about that? I could put a hat on. I've only got one hat though. It's not very practical for streaming.
Why are we costuming right now?
I don't know.
know.
Why are we doing this?
I have
Why?
no idea.
Righto, boys. Hello.
I
Oh
have my
God.
Halloween mask
Hello.
here.
Why, hello, Mr. Harris.
Hello. Whoa. I can even do this. Watch out. Oh, fuck's sake.
James, are you taking us to the darkest of Afrique?
I'm taking you to darkest Africa. What's out?
Toto?
Problem is, I can't. It doesn't work. But putting it over, I can only do that.
Uh-oh, he's got the ooze.
Anyway, that will do.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. More noob than you. Thank you. He said bald is bald. He or she, I'm not sure. Said bald
That's
is
a
beautiful.
she.
so anyway, after school we're gonna go to the park. I'm gonna take these guys there.
All right, we'll jump to that
Um,
scene then.
Yes.
Unless there's something else that needs to happen at school.
Not really.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I have these guys meet up on like the opposite side of the school from the computer room, so it looks less suspicious.
Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, come with me. We head off to the park.
All right. So they arrive a little while after you arrive. So when you arrive there, that you don't see them, but not long after they arrive at the park, as a group as well. They usually come individually, but they've come as a group.
I have my amp
Yeah.
and my electric guitar with me, but all the music kids who are smoking at a bench or whatever, I just put my stuff there with all their stuff. It's kind of unwritten
they're probably
rule
not
that you
even.
don't fuck
They're
with people's
some
instruments.
of them aren't even actually smoking. They're probably like doing this.
Yeah, and that's fine. They can be posers, but I'm not concerned about that just now.
All right. Well,
I
okay,
am
well, I'm
smoking. I have a cigarette as I'm walking.
All right. What brand?
Al Capone's didn't exist back then.
Marlboro. Yeah. Okay. Oops.
That's too mainstream.
No, I don't smoke the most popular cigarette in America.
Okay.
I
You
don't know. I'm
probably
smoking
smoke something
that's
that
like-
tastes disgusting, but
Cheap ass brand. Yeah.
Probably.
yeah.
I would say if ever nowadays I'd be smoking Al Capone's. But anyway, I have my guitar. It's on that table with everyone else's instruments while they're all talking. And then as the two guys are walking up, I'm like, all right, I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
But I want to make myself less obvious to Gary and Lewis. Like, I don't want them to know that I'm there.
Okay.
So should I roll sneak?
Yes, please.
Doop.
One
Huzzah.
success. Okay.
One
so
success.
So their focus isn't on you. Their focus is obviously on Nick and Alfie that's approaching them.
Alfie's probably trying to look like he has more confidence than he quite clearly does.
All right.
Like he's trying to like feel and project, toughness, but he's terrible at it.
Okay.
Nick's just like, no, these are the guys. We're gonna get them.
All right.
Not even like angry. Okay.
Oh look, it's Tom, Dick, and Harry. Not that there's that fucking doesn't work in America. Shit, that's English. Oh look, it's the loser kids.
Oh, look. It's the baboons.
Obviously, the much older kids go, "What did you fucking call us?"
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wrong
We're
ones.
not talking about you. We're talking about those idiots.
Yeah, the Gary and Lewis.
What did you call us? What did you call us? Did you hear that? They called us idiots again. They were calling us monkeys the other day.
I mean, why do you get so offended by it?
Because we want to be monkeys. Yeah, we're in the closet about wanting to be monkeys.
Like, I love that. I just stumped him. Got it.
What do you want anyway?
Did you guys take the computer?
Why would we want? We're not nerds.
I didn't say because you were nerds, because you would just do it vindictively. Do you even know what the word vindictive means?
Yeah.
What? Don't use foreign words at us.
Spitefully?
I throw the Reese's Pieces at him. These we found at the computer lab.
And you wouldn't go there.
Oh shit! I wonder what happened to these.
Can I roll empathize to guess what the two guys want with the computer?
Sure.
That is one of the uses of empathize.
Sure, I'm going to make it... It's going to be quite... oh. You haven't got a fucking clue. I was about to say it's going to be... It's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually, like, figure out what they're going to do, what they want to do with it. So it would probably be two difficulty as opposed to just one. So, practically impossible for you to complete.
It's fine.
We take...
Go on.
Can you, who asked about the computer? Whoever asked the question, what did you do with the computer? I think it was Alfie.
I did.
Or Nick. Could
Me.
one of you give me, or whoever said it, give me a charm roll, please?
Oh, God. Why is it always charm?
Do you want to spell luck? Do you want to spend luck? Or can you use your pride?
My pride is when shit hits the fan, I don't back down.
Okay.
My drive is I love puzzles, which technically this is kind of a puzzle. Stretch.
Sure, I'll allow that stretch.
Yeah, so I'll use my drive.
Okay, so you get an automatic success. So with an empathy roll, what does that do? Let's look at the character set. Let's look at the rulebook quickly. Empathy. Who are you? Squeak, squeak.
Defective mouse, get rid of it.
You need to
Put WD-40 in that thing.
You get to ask 2 questions.
For empathy?
Yeah, on page 75, which is page 77 in the PDF.
Okay.
Did I put the handout? No, I'll do that for next week. I'll get the
The
handout.
quick sheet?
Yeah, I'll get the quick sheet put up on there as a handout.
Oh, he got empathize. I did charm.
Oh, charm. Okay.
Which is one
Charm.
page above.
Charm. Sides. What's plausible? Lie, befriend, and make people. So he's like, they're like, yeah, we took the computer
Why?
because Abby persuaded us to do it.
You guys realize that you could go to jail for that, right?
If we get caught.
Well, you just told me. And Alfie.
I told you Abby was up to no good. I told you. I knew I was right to not like her.
But we could have known that. What'd she give you?
She's going to do our homework for the next year, I think.
Wow. That's actually,
Yeah, we just took our homework to hers. She's in her garage.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. That was easy. You should probably tell the police. I'm just saying. If it's returned, you guys don't get in trouble. And that's a lot of trouble.
Well, hopefully she's going to finish what she's doing with it by in a few hours, and then we'll get to take it back.
Wait, what's she doing with it?
I don't know. She said she wanted to look at the program. Copy it, I think. I think she said she's going to copy it to some floppy disks or something.
Can you tell us where to go? Where her
Abby's
place
house.
is?
Where is Abby's house?
They tell you an address.
Okay. Okay. We'll let you know. Got nothing.
That went slightly less confrontational than I was expecting.
It's because I can talk to them.
So what's Corvin doing? You muted.
I was waiting for them to have some difficulty, but everything went really smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like one of those scenes where you're like expecting there to be a fight and then there's no fight and then you're kind of like,
yeah.
So what now?
Yeah, but you just remember though, Tales from the Loop isn't really designed like to be like fighting all the time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But
I understand.
it's also about teenagers that they're going to get into fist fights and stupid shit.
Well, you sort of had a fist fight earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just expecting it to not be interrupted this time.
Can't have too much excitement, can you?
No. Well, I guess we're going to Abby's house then.
Yep. Gotta go to Abby's place.
And Corvin? It's Corvin, right? Do you want to come with us?
I'm like standing ominously behind you. I say, yes. It's my name. I guess that takes away our dice pool since that scene is over, James.
No, because it's something that lasts. It's not something that just disappears. It just lasts.
Oh.
It even
Right.
says in the book that it's just a dice pool that you can. I think you can just sort of like. What does it say? It is. Yeah. Yeah. It says you may in the upcoming scenes, plural, distribute bonus dice to other kids when you roll to overcome troubles, but only if they do as you say. You cannot give these dice to yourself. So, as it states, it's a dice pool. That you
Forehead
can-
stream.
I just stood up. That's why.
Well, okay then. We keep the dice.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
Well, I was being spoken to. I'm not doing anything but listening.
I mean, if he's coming with us, then I guess we're going to Abby's house.
Okay. So you
I
head
say,
to.
do you guys think there's really like a kidnapping situation going on here that the police would care about?
Alfie, that's your department.
Mean if Abby just had to steal the computer so she. This is so weird. I don't like it. I mean, it's not weird in the way I like, at least.
Do you
Like,
guys think
why-
that they were lying to us?
No.
Do you feel like this is a setup?
And there is like something we can roll to try and figure out if they're telling us the truth, isn't
I
there?
feel like they were telling the truth.
Empathy.
Empathy. I mean, I can do an empathy roll.
Yes.
I will assist you. +1 dice.
Okay. Stop that one. Is he lying?
So you get to ask 2 questions, I believe.
Yeah. Is he lying about
And how about
Abby?
what will they do?
They're not telling the entire truth, so technically they are lying.
Okay. I guess then how can I make them tell me the rest of the truth?
By emphasizing the fact that if they get the computer back by today, that no one will get in trouble.
Look, you're leaving something out. I know you're leaving something out. Look, my grandfather is going to be on you guys. If we could find you and figure out that you took the computer, what do you think actual police are going to do? They're going to find you. You're going to get arrested. Do you want to go to juvie?
No, my brother went to juvie. It was awful.
At the very least, you could get expelled. Tell us what you're leaving something out. Tell us. Come on.
Oh, well, with you calling us monkeys yesterday, we decided to take the computer. To, show you, stick it to you, because you smug, smug, smarty pants.
Well, they aren't very smart.
So we forced Abby to mess with the computer.
What do you mean forced? Like, to do what?
Whatever, make it go wrong.
Okay. Where's Abby now then?
We've locked her in her garage.
In her garage?
Mm-hmm, until she's done it.
Well, where are Abby's parents?
Not home yet from work.
When did you... This is...
This morning.
Okay. Well, you guys are assholes.
They laugh at that.
I turn to Nick and I say, "What should we do about this?"
Well, we should probably go get Abby and tell the cops.
Remember, if you report to adults, they will take all the glory.
Shit. We'll tell the cops afterward. We should go get the computer back.
Look, if you don't want to get into trouble, why don't you just help us take the computer back?
Yeah. Well, if you take the computer back and you get caught, then you get blamed for it. And then we're not in trouble. And, we don't know anything about computers. So, Abby's hands will be all over that thing as well. So we won't get in trouble for it. It's your word against ours. And there's four of us.
Did you... Somehow I suspected that they were not smart enough to wear gloves.
Probably not.
You do understand that carrying that, you would have put your fingerprints all over it. That the police will know that you touched it. And if we tell them that you touched it, they're going to fingerprint you. Come on. You're the one that locked her in her garage.
They give you
Let
the
her
key.
go.
They give you the key for the garage. You can sort it out then. That good enough?
And you gotta leave us alone.
Yeah, leave us alone. Oh, okay. So we have the key now, and things are not going to get better for us, despite the fact that we know that you stole it. And we could tell the police. I could tell my grandfather that you stole it.
He does got you there.
So
all right,
stop picking on us.
All right. We'll stop picking on you for...
No, not 4.
All right. We won't pick on you.
Can I roll to see if he's being honest about that?
Empathy roll, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Failed.
you think they're being honest?
I'm impressed.
We've got leverage.
Leverage until the computer goes away, and then they can.
Yeah.
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 I walk up to Alfie and I put my hand on your shoulder and I say, let's just go and do this. Let's not talk to these assholes anymore.
Yeah. And I guess then we walk off, and probably the moment that we're out of earshot, I just like let like a huge sigh of relief, because Alfie was, puffing up his chest far bigger than he is comfortable doing at all. Did you see that? I stood up for myself. I stood up for myself. This guy's
I'm like,
assholes.
yeah, man, you did good. I pick up my guitar and my stuff and I'm like, let's go. You guys know where the garage is?
Yeah. So we head to Abby's.
All right. You head to Abby's. It's an atypical garage. You sort of go up the side of the garage and sort of open the side door, which has been locked. And you can see she's like half asleep, trying to like. You can see she's like a stack of floppies, about like 8 floppy disks.
Oh, jeez.
She turns around and goes, "It's almost done, all right? Jesus. I haven't had a drink. I've had to piss in a bottle."
What? Wow.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
I go over to Abby and I grab her arms and pull them away from the keyboard. I say, get up, we're leaving.
Who are you?
Don't worry about it. We're leaving.
Nick.
You don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, we came to get you. Well, the computer, but
We need to get the computer out of here.
I say, one of you open the garage door and we can wheel the computer out.
Did you do anything to the computer yet, Abby?
Oh, they made me do they made me change the programming.
Did you back it up?
She points at the floppy disks. Yeah, I did before I did anything.
okay, good. Well, I mean, that's easy.
Well, we just
All right.
need to reload it then, and then take it somewhere, and then call the police from a payphone.
Yes.
We don't.
Yes.
We don't want. It's Abby's saying this begrudgingly. We don't want. We don't want. I don't want them to think Abby did it.
Fellas, all we have to do is we wheel it down the street. We'll call from a payphone.
It's just on a desk. It's not on a
and then
wheelie
we
desk.
tell the police where it is. Say what, James?
It's not on a wheelie desk because they took it. They just took the computer and the keyboard off.
Oh.
This is a garage, right?
Hmm.
Like a dolly or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, can we look for a dolly?
Yeah, they've got a dolly.
All right. I start immediately like unplugging everything, and I'm getting the dolly out and folding it open. And now I would like to also open the garage door if I can.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm like, let's
it's
just
electric
wheel
as
it down
well,
the street.
because they're quite a rich, well-off family.
We gave her
Let
time
me
to
wheel it down
reload
the
it
street.
first, right? Though, like we wanted her to restore it from backup.
Yeah.
Like, you nerds, I don't even know how that works. You
Well,
do that.
Nick, she goes. Well, you told us to go away, so she's gone away. So Nick, do you want to give us a computer roll, please?
Yes, absolutely. Let me get into my forte here. Sneak, tinker, calculate. There is no computer roll. You fool! Which one? Comprehend.
Oh, it's programming, isn't it? So it can program.
Program. Thank you. It was like,
Yes.
yeah, there we go. One success.
Okay. You believe you've loaded it correctly?
Uh,
Remember, it's a completely foreign operating system to what
Well,
you're used to.
has shit hit the fan?
What do you mean has shit hit the fan?
Like, because can I use my pride?
What's your pride?
When shit hits the fan, I don't back down. To keep Abby out of trouble, I have to fix this program.
Sure. Give us a pride. Yeah, sure. I'll let you use
So-
your pride.
So 2 successes.
Okay. Yes, you definitely installed the program. You definitely installed the backup.
Okay. Yay. I did it.
I say, now one of you call, find a payphone. I hand over some change, and then I'm gonna wheel it down on the corner. Because they are already associated with this in general. I am not. So it's safer if anyone sees a person wheeling this down the street with the dolly, it should be me.
Okay.
So I'm
yes,
already
that works.
leaving and I'm going down the street. I'm gonna put it right on the corner.
But when that
And then I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna bail out.
All right. Are you just?
Okay,
Are you
I'll
leaving
I'll
on
make the
Abbey-
phone call.
Are you leaving on Abbey Street?
I go 2 blocks over.
Okay. All right.
And I'll make the phone call.
Okay. You gonna disguise your voice in any way? Like put a cloth over the phone? Like they?
I'm
do
gonna
in the
take
movies?
my ball cap,
Yeah.
the one that was my father's, and use that to cover the receiver on the phone, and also try and talk in a weird voice or something.
Yep.
The computer you're looking for is and I give a street address or whatever.
Okay. All right. Brilliant.
And then I get the hell out of there.
All right.
We
So,
probably would have arranged to meet up somewhere else after that to make sure everyone got out okay.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, I would have told them where the clubhouse is.
Okay.
All right, well I'm busting ass across town to get there then.
He is not gonna like Jerry.
He's
Hello
not
there.
gonna like Jared. What's up, Jerry? How's it going? How you doing?
How was school? Who is this?
School's good. Oh, this is Corvin. Corvin, this is Jerry.
I'm like, you guys really hang out in a hangar? What kind of shit is this? And then I
Hello.
see the robot and I'm like, oh fuck.
Hello, Corvin. I am Jerry. I was the kid that died during the summer of cancer.
Wait, you guys weren't bullshitting about that? That really happened?
Yeah,
Jerry's a talking dude robot?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where did
Here,
you
Jerry,
get this
this is
body,
what we
Jerry?
learned in
What, is this thing common? Does all
My
these
dad-
robots live among us like this?
My dad
No.
made it.
Have you tried to talk to your dad yet, Jerry?
Yes, he came over earlier. Bought me some books to read. I've already read them. There's a big stack of books that I'm thinking number Johnny 5 how he reads. If anyone remembers batch no
Yes.
good.
It's short circuit.
Short Circuit, yeah.
I'm leaning near the door, crossing my arms. I don't like this.
Look, he's friendly. And he didn't smash your bike.
Wait, Jerry, what do you know about my bike?
What bike?
Good man, Jerry.
This big robot tore across town and he stepped on my bike.
Oh, if that was me, then I'm sorry.
You were a big robot too?
Yes, my father had to upload me to as an emergency my mind to a large robot temporarily while he built this smaller robot. But he was then taken by the compound and he was unable to upload me onto the other computer or into this
So-
body.
Tiffany put a
All that
speaker
stuff
on
in
him
the
so we could
news.
talk to him.
The Trail of Destruction, that was all you, Jerry?
Unfortunately, I didn't realize my size.
I walk outside. I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm like standing outside the door.
I could ask my dad to get
Probably
you a
lighting
new
up a
bike.
cigarette. Son of a bitch is in jail now. It doesn't matter.
No, he's not.
I'm already outside.
Okay. He's not in jail though. He got hired for a new position. You remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, so next day at school, everyone's happy. There's another assembly called, and obviously, Mr. Sinclair's like, we're pleased to inform that the computer was recovered on such and such street by an anonymous caller.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be taken any further. They're currently running the diagnostic on it to make sure that nothing's been done to the computer. It all seems fine at the moment, and the tournament, whatever. Is it a tournament against the school against the computer?
It's almost like an exhibition match.
Yeah. So the exhibition match will still take place on Friday. It might be a little later. It might be at the end of the day rather than like straight after lunch. Just because of a delay.
Oh, I wanted to skip classes.
And then they read out a list of names that are involved: Nick Hill, Alfie Griffith. They will just reel off a few names to play against the computer. And what we'll do is we'll jump to the final scene. Sorry, I'm rushing through this because we've only got we've got half hour left. Well, 25 minutes left, but there isn't much left of the story. And obviously Alfie and Nick's actually in control of the actual. Nick's been elected to be the chess master of the school, so you're running the show. And obviously Alfie, you're some sort of you're a knight, so you've been given a hobby horse.
It should be like a robotic horse, but like a robot hobby horse. Maybe it hovers.
Well, it's been made by the kids, so it's like it's made it's been made, so it's like it's got so it's a stick like a broom handle, and it's got an egg carton for its mouth, so it does look slightly robotic, dinosaur-y horse thing. And it's all like for anyone in English, it's very Blue Petery. So empty washing up liquid bottles, sticky back plastic, all made on a shoestring budget.
Blue Peter Crafts.
Yes.
And obviously you got black and white. Nick, do you want to give me was it comprehend? Was it a comprehend roll? I think I said it was, wasn't it?
Calculate.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, give us a calculate roll. Let's see how well you do. Okay, you absolutely trounce this computer.
Ah!
It's quite a long game. It takes almost budget like this. Fuck you, Josh. Fuck you.
Hey, James, you need the program. You need a budget.
My budget is definitely not much money.
Your budget is a shoestring.
If I had more subscribers, I might be able to afford more things. Josh. Anyway, Rooster's eating a banana. So yeah, as you sort of the game draws to an end, the computer's been plugged into the school mainframe anyway. The school's got this high end mainframe, and as it's coming to a close and you're about to checkmate the do you like the call back to the title of the actual game?
Yeah.
As you're about to checkmate the computer, the computer like frizzles, like sparks fly, and the engineers run over to it, and they're like, "It's not responding. What's going on?" And they're trying to like find, like the program it's not here anymore.
Oh shit.
And we'll end the game there.
Oh
It
shit.
escaped into the mainframe.
Oh god.
We're gonna have to Tron it next week.
Fuck.
Right. So we need to do end of session shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Where the hell did I put that?
I'm starting to think James's mouse is literally a mouse.
It is.
I don't know. I tried spraying it as well. I sprayed it with air, see if there was anything in there to get out. So, questions for experience points. Did you participate in this session?
Yes.
Yes.
Mark XP. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationship? Excuse me.
No.
No.
Did you use or struggle with your pride?
Yes.
Yes.
Mark XP. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mark XP. And have you learned something new?
Yes.
How
If so, what is
to
it?
pee? How to pee in a bottle?
If you're female.
How girls pee in a bottle.
How girls pee in a bottle?
Well, involved a funnel.
Okay.
It's really not that complicated.
Abby is well, Abby exists. I know about that now. Their computer mind has escaped into the network or something,
Does it? It's just wiped itself.
or wiped itself, or
I
do we-
now know that robots live among us, as I was suspicious of. And I also know that, supporting my prejudice, robots seem to be allowed to do destructive things, and it's fine.
I learned a new programming type on the fly.
I learned how to stand up for myself.
This is
Okay.
true.
All of you can mark XP. It's not. Look, we're not doing Tales from the Piss Pot, are we? It's Tales from the Loop. That's why it's unclear.
So
Just-
it should be, but if we were doing Tales from the Poop, then it
Yes, if we're
That
doing
would- yeah.
Tales from the Poop, then yes, we would. It would involve like fecal matter and stuff. Well, you can come up with the details how it done. I'm not a female. I almost said I'm female, which would have made no sense. Okay. Other than that, you also can changes after the mystery. You and the players should discuss whether the kids have changed or learned something new from the experience. Each player reads her kid's problem, pride, iconic item, and relationships out loud and changes what she likes. So we'll start with Nick. Do you want to start reading? Do you want to read out all of those things I just mentioned? Which is your problem, pride, iconic item, and relationships.
Pride is when shit hits the fan, I don't back down. Drive is I love puzzles. My problem is my parents won't stop arguing, which is semi-stopped.
It has stopped, yeah.
Yeah. And my iconic item is a computer. Which, yeah.
You haven't really used your computer at the moment.
I haven't gotten the chance yet.
Shame.
if only we could go back and access that mirror wall that Alfie was so curious about.
We
You could
might
hack
be
it
able
with your computer. Then you would be able to use it.
I mean, that's a possibility. But I mean, I'm gonna keep it the same so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just picking.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There's.
So you're going to need to change your problem because your parents aren't talking.
Oh, you told me like. Okay.
All right. Well, we need to.
You can always change it back if they get back together.
Yeah. Okay, I'll think of a new problem this week.
I think
That'll
we can
come
all.
up.
I think we can all hand. Yeah, most often these aspects stay the same, but if the player is bored of some aspect of a kid, or something happened during the mystery that demands change, it should be changed. If the code solved a problem, she chooses new ones. Use what happened in the mystery as an inspiration. All conditions are healed.
The bullies are still picking on me.
Is that a problem?
I feel like it's a problem.
I think that's been changed.
Okay. I'm not sure what I could have as a problem now. Figuring out Mirror World. That's the only other thing I can come up with for myself at the moment.
Right, it might be worth having a discussion during the week about this as well.
Yeah.
Like everyone talking and figuring out changes.
Yeah.
Right, Alfie.
My iconic item is my ball cap, which I'm going to keep as is. My pride is I have more curiosity than sense, and I think that still is very much true. My problem is kind of petering out, and I think I might change that. My problem was my grandfather has been getting overnight calls to come into work, but won't tell me about it the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've gotten closer with my grandfather in this episode, in part just by like doing what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of tempted to change my problem to Nick likes Abby, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that or not. And my drive, I'm going to leave the same, which is they say I'm the most curious person alive.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm going to change my problem to, but I do want to change it. So I just need some time to think about it.
All right.
And whether or not I want to push Abby in the face.
And then last but not least, Rooster.
My pride has been supported by this. My pride is that I think I'm the best ever. My character is a narcissist. There's no change there. My problem has been unaffected. My item has been unaffected. My drive has not applied, but I don't think it's changed.
Enter, stranger.
What? Hang on.
Nothing
Name
changed,
yourself,
James.
please.
Hang on. Thanks to Tegan for the not the follow, for the subscription. Didn't have to, but thank you very much. Yay! Level up. Quick, everyone, do level up. Change my fucking screen.
I keep reading Tegan as Tegank.
Yeah.
To gank.
Tegank.
T-gank.
Tegank.
Yeah, her name's Tegan, but she added a K. I think, I'm not sure why. But yeah. She plays HOTS. Rooster doesn't play HOTS anymore. He's stressed out over it. Alright, so we'll just do our final call outs. I didn't manage to get round to doing my alright, there you go. All over the internet, we now know your second name. I didn't sort out any fucking shout out pages, I'm afraid.
That's okay, James.
We'll do shout outs, and I'll just do like shout outs in the chat, or I'll get like Tegan to do the shout out command, or Jay will, or one of the mods can make themselves useful. So we'll start with Nick, or we'll start with Claytor, and then we'll go down.
Always me. Always. Just let me know when I'm ready.
There's no page. You're just.
Oh yeah, there's no page. Hi, I'm Claytor. I stream sometimes at Claytor22. I'm Twitter as Claytor22. I haven't been streaming much. Hopefully, the painting and the floors are in at the house. We can actually start moving over once somebody's back from Texas. Besides that, yeah, I stream on occasion. I stream Street Fighter RPG and RPGs and
Street Fighter RPG.
roguelikes. Street Fighter
I
RPG.
would play that. I would play that.
White Wolf did it.
Yep, White Wolf did it. Tabletop.
Well, yeah,
But-
yeah.
But an actual Street Fighter RPG would kind of be fun as well. But you get that with Project X Zone. Anyways, regardless, yeah, that's what I usually stream is fighters and RPGs and roguelikes.
Okay, cool. Have you played that? What was the game that you were suggesting? That Expedition one?
Expedition.
Rooster, the one last night you were saying that I should look at.
Oh,
What?
The one
Me?
That's Rooster.
Yeah,
What?
you suggested it was roguelite or roguelike. The Expedition one.
I did not call it that. You said it was roguelike,
No,
and I said not really.
Well, Total Biscuit said it was roguelike.
which one?
Renowned Explorers.
No, I have not played that.
It's a pretty cool game.
It's a pretty cool game.
Streamlabs. If I got to open up that bloody thing again, yeah, I guess I got to. Hang on 1 second. Getting fucking bitched at by thingy.
Hang on.
Everybody freeze.
I said hang on. You got to hang on to dear life.
Okay.
Ah! Hanging.
Oh, monitor moved.
There you go.
Forgot that thing moves like at the drop of a hat.
Potato.
It's not a
fishy.
CRT, is it?
Okay, it's me, Potato Fishy. I haven't been streaming as much lately because my back's been sore, but I'm gonna try and at least do my regular schedule, which is Monday to Thursday this coming week, and just stick to some stuff that I don't have to be hunched over the keyboard as much for, so I can just kind of chill out. So I think I'm gonna probably be playing Chrono Trigger for sure, and maybe Mario 64. But I play a variety of different games and whatnot. Like, I'm all over the place. I think I play pretty much anything but racing and sports games. So you never know what you might find. So you can follow me on Twitch and Twitter, potato_fishy. I also have an Instagram if you like my cat. He is surprisingly not annoying today. I don't know where he is and why he's not being a giant asshole like normally. So I hopefully will not find destruction later.
You hope.
Yeah.
Guess you can live in hope. And we'll do Rooster, but Rooster doesn't stream, so he only does. Well, you can follow him and just annoy him on Twitch if you want to, because that's funny.
You can have Twitter conversations with him on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
On
Yes.
Twitter.
Well,
Twitter.
as you can see, he's only got like the birdie thing under his name, so that means he generally tweets stuff. Yeah, you could also follow him on Twitch as well.
We're just doing Rooster's shout out for him at this point.
He does
No,
like
go
to,
on, please.
He does. Jay Wall is right. He does like to tweet his rage.
He has strong
Please,
opinions about
feed
things.
my ego. Do stuff for me.
And he makes gifts sometimes.
Yes.
Oh my.
I've been
Yeah,
making
talk-
gifts of our Hero Quest game. If you join us on, what is that, Thursday nights?
That is Thursday
Look,
nights at 8 p.m.
The,
UK time.
the days all run together for me.
Anyway,
Yeah. Chambers of Roleplay, Chambers of Board Games, whatever the hell James calls it. We do Hero Quest on Thursdays. That's a lot of fun because that's another old school game. I play a Conan-inspired rogue, meaning he's a barbarian who steals things.
Well, the barbarian is strictly for beginners.
You could say that.
Have
but
you
I'm
seen
the
that
person
video?
in that game who's not the beginner?
Have you seen that video?
yes, I have linked.
No.
Okay, good. That's the only good thing.
Told.
Yeah, bro, so
I want to say also, in the 80s, I was not my character. For those of you saying, "Oh, you old guys should just play yourselves," a couple people have told me that I'm not playing myself as the way I was as a teenager. This character is not me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I wasn't a teenager in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 90s.
yeah,
Yeah.
different time.
Tegan,
Those
you're
of you
old
watching-
now. Official.
Those of you watching need to tell James to host a game of Firebrands on this channel. If you want to see a game that is half drama and half Gundam fights.
Okay.
Also, this weekend coming up, Saturday, I will be at Retropalooza, which is a big convention here in North Texas.
Ooh, nice.
So if you're going to Retropalooza, you should get in touch with me. Maybe we'll meet up and talk. I don't know. I talk about like niche stuff that no one understands. So Retropalooza is a mixed experience for me.
I've never heard of it.
I've heard of
It's a
it.
con. I've been every year almost.
There's so many cons that it's just like you say the name and it's like, okay, that's a con. I can pretty much guess exactly what is going to be there. And it sounds fun.
Retropalooza is all about retro video games. They also do a giant arcade, and they have done a video game concert in the past also. And Retropalooza is big enough that there's like 3 Retropaloozas that happen every year. This is the one that's the home show. Then there's Retropalooza Houston and San Antonio also. Anyway, if you're going there, get in touch with me. Follow me on Twitter. If you're following stuff about Puerto Rico, I encourage you to be aware of that, even if you're not going to donate or do anything else. Be aware of it. It's kind of important. That's it for me.
There you go.
God. It took fucking forever.
Oh, I'm gonna go on for 5 more minutes.
He doesn't even stream, but he took the longest to fucking get his shit out. Alright,
I also used to write games.
First and foremost, it's Tegan's birthday today. Happy 23rd birthday. She's now
14th birthday.
23rd. So it's actually her birthday. Next week, or this week, or whatever, whenever the week fucking starts. So tomorrow, not sure what I'm doing. Whatever. I'll do something. Tuesday, we've got L5R. No, sorry, Wednesday morning at 12 o'clock in the morning. We've got Legends of the Five Rings with the other guys, and then if the new L5R game is out, we might be playtesting that in time. If it's not out in time, then it'll be the next Wednesday. Sorry about all this confusion because it's like right when the time changes over. Wednesday, I won't be doing much because I'm out doing my RPG club, and then I'll be on Henley's channel on Thursday morning, which is my actual birthday as well. So we're both Libras, and so I'll be doing 7th C. Hopefully with that. Hopefully the GM has figured out how the game works. And then on Thursday night we've got Hero Crest at 8 PM my time, and then on the Friday I think we're starting Shadowrun at 1 AM on Friday morning, and that's the same for Shadowrun, the Anarchy one, the sort of like Rules Light one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask which one you were playing, but I hear that one is kind of interesting.
And then Friday I'm out getting pissed for my birthday, and then on Saturday I'm going to be getting pissed on stream, and I'll be taking donations for shots of Sambuca. Don't know how much we're going to charge yet, but whatever. We'll do Sambuca shots for tips and subscriptions, and then I'll be nursing Jack Daniels and Coke for the rest of the night. And so any follows or whatever, I'll drink some of my drink, and also drink my drink when I'm not like getting anything. So I get nice and pissed.
James gonna get sloppy.
Still don't know what I'm doing though. I don't. If anyone's got any suggestion on games or anything, let me know. If you
Clearly, you should play something that requires a lot of coordination, but is also incredibly stupid.
Play Broforce.
Do you want to buy it for me? Because I haven't got the money for it at the moment.
Play I Am Bread.
I Am Bread. Okay. As long as it's free, I'll whatever. But
Oh well, if it's free, play like Quap.
No. What else? Follow me on Discord. There's 2 Discords. We're currently in the process of maybe merging into, like, rather than having like loads of individual Discords, we're thinking about merging into one Discord. Obviously my Discord is here. Also follow me on Twitter as well. Social. Obviously it repeats Discord as well. Twitter, Facebook, and I've also got YouTube where vlogs have been uploaded, so that we've got a permanent archive of these. Other than that, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the follows today, and thank you very much, Tegan, for the subscription to the sub. For now, though, let's find someone to host. Yes, the TG one. Jay Wall can post it up if he wants to. I haven't got the link for it yet. Okay, who should I host? Someone who's not fucking playing D&D, which is going to be kind of hard to find because every fucking cunt, every person is playing D&D.
Apparently, there's something wrong with D&D.
There is something wrong with D&D.
It's called you don't like it, and that's a personal fucking preference.
No, it's just everyone plays it.
So,
Oh, I just like hosting something that's not D&D. No, and I'm definitely
Host
not,
me. I don't broadcast anything, but host me anyway.
can't host you then.
Oh.
I'm not hosting anyone with D&D end of the month. They playing? They're playing Tabletop Simulator. That's weird. Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, Dread. Someone's playing Dread. Let's host them.
That's actually really interesting.
Host? No, not host. Right, we're gonna go here. Shout out the Red Dragon Inn. That's a cool name. Going to do a mini raid. They're playing Dread, which is a horror game. Yep.
It's a horror game that uses a Jenga tower,
Yep.
which is a really neat idea.
okay.
yeah.
We'll see you all next week. So long. Bye bye.